era. I'm just so curious what he remembers, like why.
I actually would be interested to get like his perspective on like me eating the dog biscuits at his house. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh, by choice.
Yes.
You wanted to. You like to eat them.
Well, that's all he had at his house.
Oh, okay. She's not rude to anyone else. You know what I mean?
She's not rude willy-nilly.
Yeah.
This is like, it's diva behavior in the best way. And divas are an endangered species. So literally,
Definitely.
And I am a diva conservationalist. My causes right now are save the whales, save the divas are like my two platforms.
Her name is Trish, she's got the dish and all the gossip's filthy rich, pretty and pink, hot topic queen, and says what everybody thinks. She's just Trish.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to Just Trish. I was going to sing it and then I got nervous. Hold on, maybe I should try. I was like, wait, I feel insecure all of a sudden. I've been singing all morning. Guys, it's going to be a great episode of Just Trish because I feel so cute today. This is the cutest I've ever felt. Welcome back to the Just Trish podcast. Come on, follow me. You'll be happy to be here. Take it away, Oscar.
And you're gonna get the tea.
Oh, take it away, Moses.
I'm taking it and running away.
You just sang the song in my TikTok. How do you not know it?
Because we just lip sync it.
Babe.
What was it? Bows. Bows and bows.
What? You don't remember the big thing that you just did, that whole big line at the end where you're dancing?
No, it's so focusing on dancing.
You don't know the line, the name of the song?
Bows and bows. Or something.
Okay, wait, if I sing it, then finish it, because we just did it literally like 20 minutes ago. Woes are fleeting, bows are glancing.
When you're dancing away.
Well, close enough. He literally did the big note and everything. When you see this TikTok, he just did it 5,000 times, and he was doing the Jonathan Bailey dance. It was like, when you're dancing
Exactly, I was doing the dance.
through life. That's what you were doing. How do you not? What were you singing at that point? You're just opening your mouth? You're just like...
It's one of those things where you don't retain it. Like, I immediately forget it.
Okay.
Immediately.
Can't relate, but okay. Okay. I love my husband, everyone. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, you're so mean to Moses. I just was like, I'm just kind of shook because he's like so good at memorizing and knowing everything. And I'm like, how? I need to just learn
Well,
it.
that's why
but-
I'm good at memorizing. I memorize it at the moment, forget it completely.
Wow.
I'm fresh for the next one.
My apologies to every Wicked fan out there that we just butchered it. Let's get into it, but before we get into it, there's a lot happening here today in good ways. I'm happy. I am happy. I feel cute. It's good. Special guest. Possible special guest today.
I was like, wait, what?
We might have a special. Oh. I'm waiting for you to announce a special guest.
Yeah, I was like,
Oscar secured us the guest.
Oh my God.
Shout out to our sponsor.
We have a mystery box.
Huh?
We have a mystery box.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's say that too. There's so many
That's what I'm saying.
surprises.
There's a mystery box. The
It's
secret
trick
is-
or treat. We don't
Sorry,
know.
it is
This,
trick or treat.
yeah, we don't know if it's a trick or a treat. But
Wait,
before
is there a oh wait, no, go on. I'm so long.
there's special surprises all over today. It's very exciting. I don't even know some of them. They might not even happen.
Oh.
As we know, special guests come and go, and most of the time they don't come.
They go.
Yeah, they go. They stay away. Thank you to the sponsor, Ro.co. We love Ro.co. Go to Ro.co/Trish to see if you qualify for a free trial. See if GLP-1s are right for you. Go to Ro.co/Trish. Very fitting because I think we always talk about GLP-1s on this show. So go see if it's right for you. Ro.co/Trish. And also our Patreon, patreon.com/JustTrish. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, our bonus video this week, you always get an extended podcast for the $5 tier. Every week you get a bonus hour-long podcast. We do it right after this. It doesn't air anywhere else. If you upgrade to the 2 bonus videos a week, you'll get to see this week we interviewed our editor, Jimmy! Woo! And people, okay, my Twitter, I literally sent him screenshots of people like, wait, I forgot what they said. Like, TIL Jimmy. What's TIL?
That's a good question. What?
I don't know. People are like, oh, this Jimmy's your editor. Like, he's kind of like low-key famous. Like, people, he has like followers and stuff, which I like.
Oh, today I learned. Okay, T. Okay,
Oh.
T. Today we learned.
I thought it was like Till Jimmy. I thought that was like his like gamer name or something. I was like, oh. But people like literally like kind of gagged for Jimmy, and I like didn't know. And I even texted him. I was like, oh my god, like I like what? Like I didn't know. Like I knew he gamed.
Yes.
But I thought it was
He has
like
a
my
big
sister.
following.
What? Like why is he editing for us? That's so. I mean, thank you, but also like what? That's so crazy. I almost kind of felt bad. It's kind of like when Ricky Dillon was editing people's videos. I was like, but you're a talent. You know what I mean? Like, I guess it's good. They're humble. They do both. You know what I mean? So Jimmy, we did like an hour-long mukbang interview. He literally is like the best talker ever. You're also going to see him here Wednesday when we do our big Halloween Hunger Games. So he'll be here as well. But if you want to get a sneak peek and also a long interview, it's like there. And it's not like a full interview, but it's like, it's fun. It's to chat. You get to know him. It was great and it had really good feedback. So go check it out for editor Jimmy. And then also, I don't have the headshots yet, but it's going to be the Alpha Bug Green headshot this month. And you're going to get a Galinda Trish emoji sticker. So those are coming, or inspired by, I shouldn't say they're Alpha Bug Galinda. I'm a green witch and a good witch, you know?
Well, Wizard of Oz is like in the public. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
At
Alpha
least.
Bug. I'm Alpha Bug Glinda. You're going to get that as your duo. And then also if you're in the producer tier, you get the notebook and the pen sent to you in lieu of the handwritten cards. So I got to stock these up for this, in a couple months. So you're going to get 2 items. There's a I love you with Moses' handwriting and the pen. Very, very cool indeed. And yes, love it. And if you're listening to this, there is a bonus tier. Okay, so now there's like a Trish music tier where you're going to get, I leaked my Pink Christmas song. There's a lyric video out there. Go check it out. So in the music tier, I'm going to post every week. I'm doing rehearsals. We're doing auditions for dancers, rehearsals. So I'm going to like leak like pretty much like the songs that I'm going to do at the concert. I mean, it's not going to be the full concert, but you'll see like little things that we're doing and rehearsing. You'll get like a set list early. And right now you can go listen to my song Pink Christmas on the music tier. We love you, Patreon, and Patreon loves us. Did the thing happen yet or no?
We can give him a hint. If you're in New York,
If you're in New York, you might see something in the sky today
look around.
for the next month.
Look around if you're in New
Look
York.
around and see. I mean, it will be iconic, but I don't know. We'll
Look at
update
the
you.
Empire State Building.
There I am, right there performing. Yes. It has to do with Patreon and it has to do with New York. So we're kind of like, I feel like Patreon's favorite child. I feel they really love us. I don't know why.
Because we love them.
No, we do love them. Truly, Patreon is priority always for us. Like we do special days. Like it's a priority. It's what we spend the most time on. Like love it, love it, love it. And it's really, really fun. And I love everyone's very respectful there. They keep the stuff behind the paywall. Tana was just here yesterday and she goes, "Do you have a hard time like keeping stuff behind the paywall?" I was like, "Actually, no. Our people they keep it locked for us. We also probably don't have as many as them." So she's like, Tana's like, "I really think people just cut like haters just like subscribe to like leak our stuff." I'm like, that is a problem to have for sure.
Can't relate,
Can't
but we feel for you.
I know. I was like, oh, I know. It's great. You guys are great. You guys keep it under lock and key. It's wonderful. So I just wanted to do another tier and give you guys music.
Yeah, but also like it's not only about being behind a paint wall. It's like people are supporting new endeavors, like the music and all that. Like it's really, it's about really helping people stay creative and do the stuff they love.
Okay, yes, because my goal is to do music videos again, but obviously I don't want to go broke spending $10 million. So I was like, oh my God, maybe if I do like a music tier, like get people the songs early and get them the video, like maybe, I don't know, go support it if you want. You don't have to, but it's, we do love Patreon. No other platform I've ever been on. I've been on YouTube. Love you, YouTube, so much. Like if you want me to be your golden child, I will. But like, they've never ever given me any spotlight. And
the opposite. They prevent it from others giving you the spotlight.
Escape the Night. I was pitched every season. They're like, absolutely not. But we love YouTube. That's where we thrive. And I do truly love YouTube. So I'm already ready to step up to the plate. If you need a golden child, I'll be there. But I feel like we're Patreon's golden child. And I love Patreon so much. And I really have always loved Patreon. I'm not trying to like do a whole ad right here. It's really not. But they did save me when all the like ads went away in 2017 and the adpocalypse of YouTube. Like I literally was making literally $0 at one point. And then I think at some point it was like a couple thousand or whatever. And I went to Patreon completely and it like saved me. It was just so great. And now we have such an elevated thing. We have Jimmy over there and Oscar and we're doing videos. And it's just like, we're just trying to elevate it, make it more the headshot tier. Tano's here. Like, I really love that. Like, I want to do something like that. I'm like, you should. It's so fun. So I love it. It's a dream come true. It really is. Anyways, okay. That's so fun. Thank you, Patreon. Patreon.com/just. Sorry, everyone.
/just Trish.
/just. Oh, did I not say it? Patreon.com/just Trish.
No, that's right.
Oh, okay. Yes. Oh my gosh. All right. What else? We are supposed to be wicked today.
What do you mean? Am I not? Are we done?
Well, we slayed because honestly, the movie's not even out yet, and we have I think we have the very first cosplays of this scene of the Ozdust Ballroom. You are Fiero from the Ozdust Ballroom, not Fiero dancing through life. Fiero Ozdust Ballroom. I am also Ozdust Ballroom Galinda. And I mean, this is crazy. Michael Philpott really did it. I've known Michael Philpott for literally 15 years. I've known him so long. Like people who say I can't keep friends or relationship. Me and Michael, we're like this. I love him truly more than anything in the whole world. he has nailed all of Moses's Bridgertons, the Fierro last week. Like, he's nailed all of them. This is, like, insane because obviously you can't buy fabric. Like, I don't even know what he did. Like, hand painted it or what?
Painted it somehow.
It's the most insane thing ever. Yeah. Michael Philpott.
I think he actually printed it on the fabric.
Can I say Michael Philpott too? Also, like, I know this is TMI and you hate when I talk about money, but, like, also he was such a real one. So, like, I was doing costumes for, like, all my music videos, and then obviously you guys know the story. Like, I spent, $1 million on music videos, and like, oh, I have no money, and then whatever. And he was so sweet. He, like, literally he let me do, like, a payment plan for, like, 2 years, like, paying these costumes
Klarna
off.
tees,
yeah, it was literally, wait, what?
Like Klarna?
Yes! I love a Klarna, Affirm, not sponsored. Love all of it. I did. I used to prefer Versace on Klarna or Afterpay. Yeah. I loved it. I was like, wow, this is so great. I think I'm still paying off a purse. It's like $200 a month. I was like, okay. I did love it. I remember Banks would come in when we had no money and Moses would be livid. He's like, how are you spending us $5,000?
$150 a month.
I was like, I paid $150 for it. I'm still paying it 10 years later.
I remember you and your sister talking like, it's basically free.
The girl
like, what, $50
What
a
did we
month?
talk
It's
about?
basically free.
Yeah, what were we saying? I remember saying
She
that.
bought something and she put it on a payment plan. Like, but you were like, but you can pay for it. You're like, no, this way it's free.
Yeah, my sister does have money that she can pay for, and she
What's
loves
the
to do
name for it? The economics?
the girl math.
Yeah.
Girl math indeed. No, it really is. I still love a good payment plan because it is something nice about getting something that's $5,000, paying like $100 for it up front. Like, yes, over time you're paying like $20,000 for it.
But in the moment.
In the moment, it's great. I used to do, what was that loan? The Speedy loans. I used to do Speedy loan. And I needed like $10,000, and it was so great because they give you that $10,000 cash right away, and like you basically start paying like what, like $200 a month back. Like, I kid you not,
For
when we
life.
bought for life, when we bought this house, I was probably paying 8 years into this debt, right? I was probably like maybe 5. Let me say like 5 years into this $10,000 debt. When we were buying this house, like, oh, you still have an outstanding balance with Speedy loans, and I was like, what? And net credit too. I think I had both actually. I was I was taking out all those loans, and I remember they said I still owed $8,000. I was paying out for 5 years. I was like, what kind of this 98% interest rate? I don't even know what that means, but something, like that was the most wild. Don't do those. We're sponsored by Net Credit next week. It's good if you need the money. Look, I needed the money, okay? I guess if you need the money, like, what, I don't know. Yeah, they really do get you.
Or if you're good at keeping up with... She just forgot. I don't think you knew it existed. Like...
Yeah, well, I just knew it was coming out. I just thought, like, it was no big deal. Like, it's going to be paid off or whatever. But, yeah, sometimes those... I think even when I just did a credit check now, I think they said there's something, like, you have, like, $800, like, to net credit. I was like, oh, my God, this net credit is, like, the death of me for real. It's wild. So, but anyways, thank you, Michael Philpott, for that payment plan. He's so nice. He literally does the sewing, everything himself. He sews everything. He did thousands of costumes for me and my band. And... he was just so nice, and I remember I owed and he's not even that. He gives me the homie discount for sure, but it wasn't even like that outrageous. I just like couldn't afford it, and he was like literally so nice. And even when we started costumes again, and I was like, I can pay you in full up front and stuff like that. He's like, I'm not worried about it. So then when he did send me an invoice, I paid it right away. He's like, oh my God, that was so fast. And I was like, yes, absolutely. So that was actually so nice because I don't know anyone else who would do that, including me. I would never be like, yeah, just pay me when you can. Like literally the nicest guy ever. We love Michael Philpott. Who are you from Wicked? I had a photographer, and I was like, Moses, go see if he has a costume on.
I know. Moses is like, okay, we're going to do a photo. And I was like, okay, I'll wait here. He's like, no, for you. And I was like, for me?
Did you say that?
Yes.
I was texting Moses. I'm like, okay, does he want to do a photo? Does he not? Like, I'm trying to gauge it. I thought you were going to be the witch in green again. I thought that's where you were going last week. You're like, I'm going to do the witch, but in green. I was like, okay, T.
Okay, I was thinking that too, but I was also like, I kind of have to save that because it's my one semi-Wicked costume, and I have a month to go until the movie.
Wait, but so you're going to just be the witch by yourself, and then we're just here in normal clothing?
No, you are 100% have more Wicked cosplays.
I don't think so. I think
Wait,
I'm
are you
at the limit.
serious?
Yeah, the part 1 is only like three outfits. I can't do that.
I assumed all of November was Wicked.
I think I have one left in me. And it's a sweater from like her universe, like half pink, half green.
I just assumed all of November was Wicked cosplay.
Oh,
So
shoot.
I was like,
I can try. I'll look.
pull one out.
She also doesn't have much pink. Like this was the look. And shout out, by the way, my dress was by Eddie's Online. Love him. He like nails it. He's such a dolly girl, and I like love him so much. And so this was it. And so yeah, I really I probably should have specified I was like always in pink. This might be the first time I'm not in pink, but it's fine.
It's coral. It's in the spectrum.
In the pink. Yeah. Wait, what? In
it's
the spectrum?
In the pink spectrum.
I love that. I've never heard that when it's called the color. The colors on the
color
spectrum.
spectrum? You know the color
No.
spectrum? Oh, okay.
Wait. Okay.
You're on the spectrum.
That's what I'm saying. I always heard it on the other way, but I've never heard colors being on a spectrum. That's cool. Respect.
They're part of a spectrum.
Okay, I love it. We love a spectrum. So yeah, but I mean, he did nail it. I love it, and he's
You're like
the
the
best.
torso. Her torso is your colors.
Right.
The
He went
yellows
with
into
like
the oranges.
Yeah. I was feeling it. I was loving it. And I actually didn't know it wasn't pink until Oscar said something. I was kind of like, oh, like I'm colorblind. I was kind of like, this looks pink. And I was like, maybe not. So I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like those virgin drinks I get, the little sunset.
Oh, yeah. It's like a
Virgin drinks.
mango.
Yeah, it's like a mango. I love
Peach
it.
mango.
It's my favorite scene in the whole movie when she wears this. Like, I love it. It's when they go to the Ozdas Ballroom. And if you were in New York, they're doing a premiere and they're turning into the Ozdas Ballroom. I think we're shiz here in LA, but in New York, they're going to be the Ozdas Ballroom. I saw the two. It was Jinx Monsoon and who else?
Monet Exchange.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think they're going to go to the premiere because they were talking about going to the Ozdas Ballroom. And I'm like, I bet they're going to go to the New York
Yeah,
premiere.
they had a little Wicked brand deal. I was like, that's fierce.
With Ariana and Cynthia.
Yes.
I gag. I mean, that's like dream come true. Love it. Well, we can get into Ariana Cynthia about me too, but let's focus. They also acknowledged me, which is maybe why I'm so happy today. But okay, wait, who are you from Wicked?
Well, my boyfriend had these monkey ears left over so I just took them and I was like, I'm gonna be the gay Apple Store monkey.
Which I'm like, what?
You've never seen the gay Apple Store monkey, which is crazy.
How do you know he's gay?
No one really knows. It's just this
Oh.
one photo of like this kid, and it became kind of like a meme. But like he was just standing looking at an iPhone, and he had like his leg popped out, kind of sassy, and he just looked kind of like gay.
A monkey or a boy?
Is a boy dressed up as a monkey in the Apple Store
I've never
looking at an
seen that.
iPhone.
Have you seen it?
No,
That's iconic. Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
so-
he's just a fierce gay boy.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or
and, like,
boy, not gay.
boy.
I want to say that. Fierce boy. That's what I meant.
yeah,
I'm trying
yeah.
to eliminate the gay part. I mean, it's fine if you're gay as a kid. I just don't want to put that on him in case
True.
he's not.
Yeah, and I guess his face is like not really visible in it too. So yeah,
Okay, it's a cute. Okay.
Yeah, it's like cutesy. But yeah, it's like one of the gay Twitter things. There's a whole thing right now,
Love
the gay
it.
Halloween. You
I
know,
love gay Twitter.
Yeah.
Or gay Halloween
Gay
Twitter
Halloween
specifically.
Twitter. Mhm.
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite gay Halloween?
there's been so many. Which one did I see? I saw someone today who was Princess and the Pauper, and she was like the Barbie like princess look, but then she was holding a bottle of poppers, and it was, I was like, that's kind of fierce.
God, people are so clever. I wish I could be that.
I saw both the girl who interrupted Kelly Hayer doing the apple dance, and then the gay who shoved Brittany
Iconic.
Broski.
I see him everywhere. That
The actual one or the costume?
The costume is the
The
one I see
costume
the
is-
most.
How do they do it? How do they do the costume?
They just wear a sheer black like mesh shirt, like little short shorts, and a backwards hat. It's
But-
a really easy costume.
But are
I
they like?
suppose.
Are they like?
Shut-
Yeah. Like, is there a camera? Like, how do they know it's him, or is it just like the vibe?
I think it's the vibe. Well, they put the side by side.
Okay,
They say,
okay, I see.
I hate gay Halloween. What do you mean you're the guy who shoved Brittany Broski doing the apple dance at the Sweat Tour LA? You know, and then they do the side by side.
That's why they found that guy on Grindr. Poor thing.
I
He's
know, I'm like,
can't
it's a
escape.
lot,
I
yeah.
know it is a lie. It's like he probably feels bad having that's why he's like hiding, you know. But it's a great costume. I love it.
It is a good costume.
Oh my god, that's
and
really
kind
really
of
good.
iconic that your one moment at the Sweat Tour became a costume.
No, it kind of is like you're the Halloween costume. I love the what do you mean too. I saw the one. I like the one that's like what do you mean you're Princess Diana, the lady, and the Beanie Baby.
Yes, I saw that one too.
It was so good because she had like the wig, but then she was also in the Beanie Baby.
And the little TY tag.
Yes.
Halloween is so fierce.
Iconic. Or what do you mean you're Chappell Roan in the passenger seat?
Yes.
It was so good. I loved all of them. I didn't really get the meme until I saw like 1,000 of them, and I was like, okay, I get this meme now. It's so I'm not clever enough. I have to just do cosplay because I can't think of something. Like, what would you? I guess you're just pretty clever. You're the.
This was a popular one though. Like I saw a lot of people do the gay
Okay, I
Apple
thought-
Store monkey.
Thought it was original. I was like, wow, that's so good.
Someone even they went to a Halloween party and then there was two gay Apple Store monkeys, but then they combined their forces. It wasn't a competition. They didn't put the gay
Love
monkeys
that.
against each other. They united.
You can't compete with Halloween costumes. If someone's the same thing as you,
gotta
be like,
own it.
yeah, I love it. There's gonna be 1,000 Galindas out there. So, although I'm not leaving my house, so I won't see it. I'm competing with myself. So yeah, be nice, be kind. Who's the number one costume? Do we know this year? Was it Sabrina?
Sabrina was the number one celebrity costume according to Google, and I think the number one overall was Beetlejuice.
There were a lot of Beetlejuices this weekend.
Yeah.
Did you go to parties?
No, I'm not really a Halloween partier. I like
Crazy.
the theatrics of it. I like seeing everyone's costumes. I like to dress up for a photo.
Same.
And that's it.
Yeah, I do
Maybe
feel like
a TikTok, but
literally this was our first costumes we put on where Mo's like, I feel like I wish we had somewhere to go. I was like, kind of me too. I kind of nailed it. And like when you have a good costume, you want to go somewhere. And I was like, but we have nowhere to go. So. We just take pictures and TikToks. I like this. I
we
think
went
it's
on
cute.
the
You look
weekend.
comfy. Huh?
We had a family costume group.
We did do a Halloween festival. I love having kids. The Halloween parties are 12 to 4. It's the best.
Perfect.
And we were there at 11:58, and we were the first. Like nobody's there, so we're just like on the carousel by ourselves. It was just a fabulous time. And then I had to run. I had to cut it short. I was very busy on Saturday. We went to the Halloween festival, and we were a league of their own because Moses is the only guy in our family. So we had all the girls, my mom, my sister, Malibu, Elvis, me dressed up as the Rockford Peaches. Moses had no idea what it was. Do you know? You know
the
Rockford?
Madonna movie.
Yeah, it's the league of their own. People knew. Like everywhere we would go, they'd be like, "There's no crying in baseball," and I was like, "I don't know this movie." He's like, "We should have watched it before," but you looked great. It was fun. Malibu loved her little outfit, and then thank you to the sponsor of today's episode, Ro. Have you been curious about Ozempic but not sure if your insurance covers it? That's where Ro comes in. Ro can help you understand if GLP-1s are right for you and your goals. But that's just the beginning. Ro members have support throughout the process. That means no insurance paperwork, and you'll have access to your provider on demand for any questions. Plus, you can sign up online from the comfort of your own home. That means no waiting for an in-person doctor's appointment, no commute to the doctor's office, and no waiting rooms. Join the over 250,000 people who have already chosen Ro to access GLP-1s. Go to ro.co/Trish to find out if you're covered for free. That's ro.co/Trish. Go to ro.co/safety for boxed warning and full safety information, prescription only. And then I had to jet off to be a model. To be a model and a Petra college shoe.
That's everything.
Yeah, it was really fun. I got to do a little mini I'm Sorry campaign. And, well, I guess I shouldn't say who's in it. I think it comes out on Halloween. It's very cool. And I can't really say who's in it, but very many iconic influencers. One we talk about a lot, and I was gay. Because do you know?
I think you told me.
Did I tell you? No, I don't think I told you. I just found out Saturday.
Oh, okay, then no.
There was two that I maybe told you about.
Yes.
That were on the call sheet. And then these two, and we'll stop talking. There was a surprise, and I was like, oh my gosh. So it was so much fun. Petra herself was there with her sister Anna, and it was very cool. And they were very sweet and very humble. Like, if you guys don't know Petra Collins, I'm like, what? She literally shoots for different Vogue. She's literally Olivia Rodrigo. She's
Selena Gomez.
So everybody. And literally the nicest, most humble, I was just it was the funnest shoot ever. She's just in it, and she's we did a little what's my purse, and she's in the backseat giggling. It was so much fun, but I was so nervous. I was doing my best not to be nervous, but I remember she was taking pictures and Polaroids of everyone, and I was just I couldn't even breathe. I was just and she's it's beautiful, it's great, but she was I don't know, I didn't tell her I was nervous. Maybe she sees us. I was very nervous because I was just oh gosh, I was very, very nervous. I was this is my shot to be a model, and I just I was shook. I was very honored, and I had to make it happen. It was really fun, and it was right across from a King Taco in Glendale, which was, have you ever been to King Tacos? No. Wait, really? They're so good. Oh, I didn't
good.
Actually, you know what? I didn't even stop to get it. What?
There is a picture.
Breaking news.
Is it?
There is.
Wait, on what? On Twitter?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
We are on the Patreon billboard in Times Square.
Everything.
Yay! Wait, what's it say? So it says Patreon Just Trish. Good thing it's a / Just Trish.
It's beautiful.
Oh my, it's beautiful.
The Just Trish logo is shining
that's
there.
so fierce.
Oh my God. Wow, I really need to fly to New York to go take a picture in front of it or something.
You really
it's so cool.
Yeah, it was just posted this morning. The billboard went up this morning, and it.
Oh my God, someone saw it. Oh my God, that's so cool. Yeah,
all the other posts are, people dressing up as you.
Oh, those. We should do a review on Patreon of all the Trisha Paytas.
Yeah,
the Just Trish costumes. There was a lot.
I hate gay Halloween. What do you mean you're Trisha Paytas and Moses cosplaying as Sabrina Carpenter and Barry in Coachella?
Is that one of them? That's really funny.
There's
oh my God, that's so funny.
That's.
Oh my God, I love that I love that when people are cosplaying as the person cosplaying. That is so funny. That's so good. Oh my God, I love it. Yay! Thank you, Patreon, for putting us on a billboard, and I didn't have to pay for it. Usually every billboard I've ever done, every billboard, except for Beauty Creation, shout out Beauty Creation too, but every billboard I've ever done, I used to pay $10,000 to put my billboard up in the thing. So that's in Times Square. I'm not paying for that. That's wild. So, God, yay. I love Patreon. I just keep saying it. They're just so great and so wonderful, and they are amazing. So, wow, that's so exciting. Okay, well, where were we? That was exciting.
Your modeling shoot.
Oh, my modeling shoot. Yeah, it was fun. Across from King Taco was great. It was great, and I can't wait for you guys to see it because honestly, it was good. And I guess I can tell you off camera who it was. I can just tell you now and bleep it. Okay. Bleep it, Jimmy.
Fierce.
I was so excited, and they were like literally so nice, and like we got to like talk about all the tea like behind the scenes. Like they were very nice, and they're just very chill and cool and like so calm. And I like was just. Yeah, I was like really excited.
That is an all-star lineup.
It
That
was.
really is.
I really felt like this is cool. I feel
cool
so
kids,
cool. Yeah,
yeah.
it felt really cool, and I was very excited. So there's TikToks. I did feel like I was like the TikTok expert there because they were like, "What sound should we do?" And they used all my sounds, so I felt very important in that moment because I was like, "It's on my phone, right?" I was doing them on my phone, and then I can save it. It's cool. You can save it without the watermark now. And they were doing it on my phone, but I was, oh my god, it's happened so many times when me and Moses will post. The finger is so close to post when you do next, and then drafts. But like if you do next, it's like right there by the post, and I was like so scared I was gonna like throw because it's a very specific theme. It's very like, and they like kept it all hush hush, and I was like, oh my god, what if I accidentally posted
You're the
that?
one that leaks it.
Oh my god! And one time I almost did. I was like, thank God, because I also broke nails, so it's like nubby. It was just like wild. So it was a really great shoot. I was super excited. And Anna, you went to the concert with.
Yeah.
She's wonderful.
That's how sweet they are. Literally, I hadn't even met her, and she just invited me to go to Olivia Rodrigo with her.
So nice.
The absolute sweetest, and she's so funny, and just a real girl's girl. They're girls.
They really
are.
It was actually kind of wild. That's kind of like, this is, and they're just like so humble. I don't know. I guess because you guys know me. When I see someone do like big things, I think they're not human. I guess I'm just like, oh my god, they're like, a god or something. And I was like, wow, they're actually just like so chill and cool and nice. And I was actually, okay, this is a story I can share because I don't think it's not like part of it or whatever. We were in the car doing like a little like video, and it's like in a little alley, and so I was just so nervous because we're all like talking, and then part of it was like improv. So like I was like in an alley, and I went to go turn, and I got in one of those situations where you're just going like back and forth between the walls. So like, okay, the alley's like this. I turned my car like this, and I'm just like going back and forth trying to turn it, and I could not turn it.
Oh, like a 50-point turn.
Oh, literally, that's what they called it. The other guy called it that. They were sweet. They were not, whatever. But I was like, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm just very nervous right now, and I couldn't. I literally was going like, and it literally took probably 5 minutes. And then they did have a videographer outside the car. I'm like, well, I guess you can use that. I was probably so. I really am an awkward person. That's what I've learned. But I really tried my best, and it was actually really fun, and it was a great shoot. So yeah.
We do have somebody live over there.
Live
on the scene at New
On
York.
the street.
Did you call a fan? Who was that? Oh.
Well, Jimmy will insert it.
Whoa. Wait. Whoa. Where is that? Is it in Times Square?
Yeah, and it's
Is it a video or a picture?
It's a screen, and it's its own.
So it changes?
It's like a corner of a building, and it's like your own billboard in the corner of the building. It's so cool.
Oh my god, that's great! It's so bright and pink. Look how like dull it is. We love New
I
York,
mean,
but like
even the street, like you see the wide view of the street, and it's like you can't miss that.
Yeah, that's a bright pink. Wow. I wonder if we'll see an influx in people on our Patreon. Like maybe that's why a billboard is there.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool. Oh my god, we all of a sudden get 1 million people on our Patreon. I think that's very cool. Wow, how amazing. All right, what a great. I really did feel good vibes. We've been saying this for so long. We feel like, things are going great and good, and we're on a good energy. Your hot topic this week.
Yeah.
Oscar had an eventful week. I was so proud. I posted it on Just Trish. I should post it on my story too.
Emotional. I was like, oh my god, it's like we did it.
I was so happy for you. I don't know. You know me again. When anything is like celebrity or red carpet, I look at people again just like, oh my god, how are you doing this?
Oh
It's the coolest thing ever.
Funny.
And it was so surreal to see you there because like I know you did it in the past, but I guess like in the current and the now, I'm just like, wow, that's
Even
pretty cool.
for me, yeah.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah. So my if you're on Patreon, you know.
Right, we did tell you on the extended.
Yes. But my special red carpet interview was Olivia Rodrigo for her Guts Netflix movie premiere. And I was so gagged. Like you said, I've done interviews like a while ago, like 2019, 2018, 2017. I used to do red carpets all the time, but this is my first one literally in like 6 years. So I was anxious. I was really nervous, mostly because first of all, I found out no one really cared. They're like, Oscar, do whatever you want. But I was like, oh my God, like I have to make sure I slay this. Like I need them to know like I can be trusted, boots on the ground, and no one cared.
Boots on the ground problem.
Yes.
No, they didn't. After they did.
No, they were like excited for me, but it wasn't like a make or break like Oscar, don't mess this up thing. It was just like just do it, have fun, like we trust you kind of vibe,
That's wild. So you came up with the questions, or they did prepare questions for you too?
Yeah, I came up with the questions. They prepared some, but they were like, you can kind of do whatever you want. Because I was like, okay, T. So
and Okay, and then they bring a videographer. ET brings one.
Yeah, there's like a crew that's hired. Yeah.
So you're with a crew.
Yeah, we have an audio
wild.
guy and a film videographer, I suppose. Yeah.
What? So there's two.
Yeah.
Oh
and
my
then
God,
there's
that's
a PA
so cool.
there to help me. Shout out Chad.
I was
Chad
wondering
helped
who
me.
filmed you
Yeah.
doing the interview, and I was like, "That's so cool!" Like you just ask someone, like, "Film me."
But really, that is the vibe. Like you could,
I love
everyone's.
that.
We're like, it's a really small carpet, and it's like very tight. You know, so you kind of make friends with people around you. I was really, again, like awkward person, so I pretty much like kept to myself, and I was like, and I was just so anxious. Because it's my first one, and I
Really?
love Olivia so much, so it was like extra anxious because I was like, I knew I would do a good job with her because I like
Love her.
and I've listened to her literally since before driver's license. Like I was listening to her, so I knew I was gonna vibe with her, but I was still like anxious about it because I just haven't done it in so long.
I thought, well, did the interview come out?
I think I posted it on TikTok, on ET's TikTok.
Oh,
but
the interview.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I saw. But are you? Your hand is in it. Or,
It's my hand. It's my
okay.
hand.
Oh,
but
they really should have put you in. I feel like they always put Denny in, and we love Denny, but like you're also a celebrity interviewer. That's so weird.
You need to get hand tattoos.
I know,
Yeah,
T.
people know.
But yeah, Olivia was really, really nice. And like all the comments on the TikTok too is like, it's all like the Just
Oscar.
Trish viewers. And when I looked the first time, because I didn't know how I was going to do, I was like, I don't know. And I posted it all like literally like the top 100 comments, like, Oscar, we're so proud. And I like literally cried. I was like, this is so sweet.
That's so crazy.
It was so heartwarming.
Can they hear your voice?
Yeah, they're like, and even like in the wild, like on Twitter or whatever, like random clips would like be posted, and people would be like, "Is this Oscar from Just Trish?" And I was like, "That's so cute."
So cool.
Yeah.
Oh my God, go to the ET TikTok and find Oscar's Olivia Rodrigo interview. I didn't get to see it. Actually, I was like looking, but I think I was looking for your name with Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh,
so maybe
yeah,
it
that'll
didn't
do
come.
it, yeah.
I'll go and look too. I'll repost it. I'm so excited. We got to get it like 10 million views, and they'll be like, "Wow, this was a really good one." Remind me to do that. I'm gonna do it. That's so cute. I love that.
Yeah, it was really fun. Like she was so sweet. Honestly, the vibes there were really nice. Like her publicist is very like, you know, stern but like very sweet, low key. Olivia's very chill. The whole vibe there was just like so nice. Everyone was so nice. The Netflix people were really nice. Everyone like on the crew, like the other crew's really nice. And it was like a small carpet, so it wasn't as like crazy, you know, like the guest list was like, you know, 5 people or something, but
Wow,
it was really
that's
nice.
crazy, yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Oh my God. And then, so do you have to flag Olivia down, or she just comes?
No, yeah, her team, like, because it was her event, so it's easier. It would be harder for like a general, like a Grammys or something, but for like this, like her publicist knew in advance, like ET is here, like they know the whole list, and
Right.
they go down the list, and then like even before she came, her publicist was just like asking, like, you know, we're gonna do like 3. That's the stressful part. It's like, okay, you get 3 questions with her. I'm gonna wrap you on 2. And I was like, okay.
Wait, what
see,
does that mean? You get 3, I'm going to wrap you on 2.
like at 2 questions, I'm gonna like start tapping you to end the interview. Then you can squeeze
Wait, they
one
do
more.
that?
In. Yes.
How?
So they like sometimes. Some publicists are aggressive and will just pull. Olivia's like whole team is very, very nice.
They pull the girl, or they pull you?
They pull the talent like to keep walking.
What? That's
But they'll
wild.
like
Like,
rap.
don't touch me.
They'll rap, like they'll give you like a little symbol, or they'll just like tap you. Yeah.
Oh, how weird.
And if
But I
it's
guess-
like a stern, they'll be like, "Okay, thank you," and then they'll just pull them.
Actually, I take that back. I kind of love that, actually.
You
Someone
would
getting me
feel-
out of a conversation. That's actually kind of iconic. I love it. I take it back. I was going to say, don't touch me, but I was like, actually, you know what? Yep, sorry, gotta go. It's them. That's actually so cool. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
But yeah, and literally like, I don't know. I was so rusty about it too, but I did a couple warm-ups, like, because there was a couple other people. Laufey, who's another singer, was there, and I interviewed her, and Xochitl Gomez, who was in a Multiverse of Madness, which is like a Marvel movie with the Scarlet Witch. I talked to her, and she was on Dancing with the Stars. She's so cute. I love her.
Oh, like a season ago or 2
Yeah, like
seasons
2
ago?
seasons ago, I think.
Yes,
She's
I
really
remember.
cute. Because I just hadn't done it in a long time, so I feel like I needed to like get back in the habit. But
Did you like it?
it actually was fun. I could only do it for people I know, because like Sochi, like like obviously love her from the movies, and on Instagram and Twitter she's like so cute because she styles herself and she goes to like every event. And she's cute. Like I had stuff to talk about. But if it was random people that like I wasn't prepared for, I would probably flop. But because of this one, it was like it's my girls, like, you know, it's like a doll event. Like I feel like I could slay.
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting.
Yeah, it was really, really fierce. I felt like it like gave me a good vibe again. It's been a rough couple weeks, and I was like, I think I got emotional because I was like asking universe, I'm like, I just need a sign that it's gonna be okay. And then everyone at work was like, Oscar, you want to do this? And I was like, yeah. Like, everyone at work was so nice to, like, let me do it and so supportive. So
they know because you're a super fan?
My desk is literally, like, all purple. So
I didn't realize, like, you were that big of an Olivia super fan.
Olivia's, like, it's like Taylor Olivia, almost high, really. Taylor, obviously, I've known, like, Stan longer, but Olivia is, like, my comfort artist. Like,
and did you feel, not to be parasocial, but, like, a connection where you're like, okay, we could be friends?
She was really, really sweet. Like, right off the bat, she's like, "Hey, Oscar." Like, I said my name. I saw that, but in my head, I was like,
wow, that's my dream to be like, "Hi, Trisha." I'm like, "Oh my God."
But she did, out of all the Getty images to post, and there's like 500 of her. Yeah. She posted one where she was walking towards me, and it's my like hand on her Instagram story.
Did she tag you?
I'm choosing to believe.
Like, tag me. Who said that? Oh, Elvira. Like, next time, tag me to Kylie. Like, it'd be nice if she would tag me, but okay.
That's my response.
Well, it's also like, that's obviously her best memory from that.
Yeah,
I love that vibe.
No,
Yeah.
actually,
like she chose that moment.
For sure. I wouldn't put just like a random microphone in there if I didn't love that moment. That's wild.
Yeah,
Oh
she
my
was
God.
so sweet. I love her so much. But yeah, I didn't get a photo with her, but that's okay. I feel like I'll see her again at some point. You know what I mean?
Yes, for sure.
And I think it was more important for me to like do a good job for my work, so they know I'm not gonna just like go and make it all about me. That was also like important to me.
You should. That was a moment, but that's fine. I know, like in the
agree.
moment.
It's so much better when you don't cross that line in that setting, because now she has a trust in you in a way. Of, like, he's professional, I can trust him.
That's true, I guess. But if I was like a super stan, like if I was on the wicked red carpet, I would take pictures of every single person. I'd be like, yes, Bowen.
No, but he has a
Goldblum.
picture with her interviewing her. That's so much more than being just a fan. You're actually
That's
there
true,
on a professional level.
I still would have probably gotten the picture.
I think I feel like I'll see her again. The carpets are just so stressful because literally, like, I was looking at the whole footage, and the whole footage, it felt longer in my head. I kind of blacked out, I think. But like, I looked at the whole footage. It was like 1 minute and like 50 seconds, and I was like, no, like, is this only part of the footage? And I was like, this was everything.
Wait, really?
Yeah, because literally 3 questions.
Oh,
it goes so fast. Yeah.
What were your 3 questions?
What does the era mean to you? Just like a summary. It was like, what does this era mean to you? Because she got emotional. She just finished her tour and she was crying. So I was like, I saw you got emotional, Liv. Like, what does this era mean to you?
Liv, I love that.
Yeah, I was like, hi, Liv.
That's the best thing ever. That's so cute. I love that.
Like, that's my niece. Yeah. And what else did I was like, okay, so now that the tour's over, like, what are you going to be up to? Vacationing? Because she says she wants to go on vacation. But I already know she already has to be working on the next album. And that's what everyone wants to know. We want to know what's coming next. So I was like, are you working on OR3? I was really in the know. I think I was like, OR3. Like,
what's OR?
Olivia Rodrigo 3. Got
it. You're really giving me. What is she like? What are you talking about? What's OR?
Heard.
I don't know. If someone said, how about TP2? I'd be like, what?
Toilet paper.
Yeah. I would not. That's what I would think. I think toilet paper.
No, she was very in the know.
She loved it.
And then I asked her, I was like, she did her first ever love song is So American, and it was like a bonus track on her last album. And she's in a relationship now. She always has sad songs. She's another sad song girl. That's why I love her, though. It's like all sad songs, self-doubt, insecurity, self-loathing.
Yeah.
It's very like, even though she's young, the themes are timeless. That's why I always love her. But she's in a relationship now. He's like, it almost gives like Edward Cullen, like Bella vibes, because he's like tall, like kind of like chiseled face. Yeah.
What's his name? Is he famous?
Louis Patridge. Yeah, he's a British actor.
Oh, okay.
But I wanted to be cool about it because I heard the other, no shade at all, but I heard the other outlets practicing their questions, and they were talking about like, they were going straight for the jugular asking about him. And I was like, I know Olivia, like I know her. And if you are like blunt about it, she's going to be like, ooh, I don't know. And that's the whole question, Oh,
so what was your approach?
So mine was like, I saw the Guts tour 2 times. So American is my favorite performance in it. She's like, thank you so much. And I was like, yeah, so OR3, like, is it going to be more love inspired? And she's
that's
like,
a good question.
You're going to have to tune in. But she did it with a smile that I'm pretty sure there's love songs. I think that's the theme. Yeah.
She had the PR training. She's like, tune into the next
She's
album.
so PR trained. That's the problem with her. She's so PR trained.
Yeah.
So I knew I had to go in. My manager is so sweet. She's like, you're very disarming. So I think you can go in and just charm her. And I was like, okay, got it.
I think so. I think you are that for sure. When I looked back at our old interviews, I was like, God, I was like spilling all the tea for no reason.
But I feel like you were kind of easy to get it out
guess
of.
back
But
then,
no
I was like,
PR training.
Yeah, you just give me like one little nudge. I'm like, actually, let me just tell you about this whole thing. Yeah. That's so cool. Oh my God. Were you like at the end of the row or
It
the
was
middle?
the beginning. ET for
beginning.
some reason, I think they're the oldest show, so they're always like first on the carpet. Netflix technically was first because it was their event, but then so it's always nice that I don't have to worry about like, will I get her, will I not? Like,
yeah, you just had it. And then, of course, the infamous Chappell
Woo!
Roan.
So this was honestly, if I just witnessed this event, it would have been enough. Chappell was on the tip sheet, and I was like, "This is fierce. Maybe I'll talk to her. Maybe." That was kind of the dream, right?
It's like
Then she walks. She shows up on the carpet.
What did you think when you saw her?
Gagged. I was like, "Oh my God, that's my sister," you know. But it's not like an Olivia gag. For some reason, Chappell, like I think because we're both queer, that I'm like, it's like family.
They
vibes,
know. They
you
get
know?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like the queer. I don't know.
Like,
I'm
are you? Yeah,
yes,
we know.
it's
Yeah.
like, well, yes.
Well,
So
yes.
like, I don't know. The vibes are just. I already kind of was feeling the vibes. I'm like, I wasn't like shaking as I was for Olivia. I was like, that's a sister.
Oh,
That's
you got a
family to me.
calmness over
I had
you.
calmness. I was gagged but calm. I don't
Yeah.
know. And then she's walking, and then I'm filming her like on my phone as she's like posing whatever, and then she did it. Oh,
like how long from her hitting the carpet did she do it?
It was about. I started filming as soon as she walked the carpet, and it happened about like 50 seconds in.
She's like,
It happened.
so good.
She pointed, and I cackled. As soon as she pointed, I literally cackled, and
you
I
know.
love it because you can hear in all the viral clips of Chappell going off on Olivia's premiere.
Yeah.
You can hear a cackle in the
Oscar
background. And it's me. And I was
That's so
smiling
good.
ear to ear. I was like, oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby.
Did you know? Did you see the guy that she pointed at?
No, first of all, it was a woman. The tea. Yeah, this is exclusive tea because there's a lot of false information going around.
Yeah.
Yes. So I didn't know at first though because I couldn't see who she was pointing at like specifically, but I saw the point and I saw the head cock and then she did like a little like a smirk for a second and I lost it. It was like my gay dream. Like I love it. At first I thought she was just recreating the not me.
Oh, here's
But
my meme.
then I noticed it was real. When she started walking over, I was like, oh, we're in for a treat. We're in for a treat.
Were people like, whoa? Were they
Everyone was like, oh my God, how could she? Literally everyone on the press
On the carpet?
Yes, everyone next to me was like, oh my God, like no. And I was
Really?
Yes, and I
Oh
was
my
laughing.
God.
I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I looked.
Did you cheer? I'd be like, yes.
Yes, I loved
stellar.
it. And I turned back to Chad. Chad is another gay,
Love.
and he was the PA that was helping me. And I looked over at Chad, and we both were gay. I think it was
another
just the
gay?
gay thing. Yeah.
Oh,
And-
right.
Yeah,
Thing,
another first. I think the gays understand how it's fierce. You know,
They always know.
we got
Gays
the
know.
vibe, but everyone else was like, "Oh my God, how could she do this?"
They don't
and
know.
I love it. I was trying to hear the whole thing.
Did you hear it?
Yeah,
at all?
she's like the Grammys. I think the gist of it was, she pointed out a photographer, and she's like, "You were so rude to me at the Grammys," and the photographer was like, "I wasn't even at the Grammys." She's like, "No, you were the UMG Grammys after party."
she knew.
She knew. She had the specific
Damn.
reference. And she's like, I deserve an apology. And I don't think the photographer gave it to her. But
Would the
she's like-
photographer say anything?
I couldn't hear what she was saying in the moment. So, okay, Chappell's there. She's going off. She's like, I deserve an apology. And then the publicist comes. I don't think it was her exact publicist because I hadn't seen her before. But she comes to kind of like pull Chappell back. And that poor publicist looked gagged too. She was like, she didn't really know what to do. So she kind of pulls her back. And then Chappell goes, I'm not posing for you. And she posed for everyone else. I was like, this is, and then
That's
it's you,
so good.
And then again, in the audio of like all the different angles, it's me going, I just love her.
Oh, did you? Oh my God.
Which I didn't even realize until I'm watching back like the clips that keep getting
Yes.
posted, and it's me being like,
I'm not gonna pose for you.
I love her. I just love her.
I
which
love
is
that
so
you were supportive
funny.
in person with her. I would have been
Yes.
so excited for her because I'm like, good for her. Calling out rude people.
Although I knew in the moment she wasn't going to do interviews after that because I'm like, there's no way you can kind of go.
Do you think she was supposed to?
No, I don't think so because
Oh.
her public. I think maybe she saw me. She did walk past me and she posed right in front of me and then she blew me a kiss.
No.
Yes.
Really?
I'm choosing to believe is that me, but there was no one else really.
Yeah.
That I have a video of it too where she looks at me, blows me a kiss, and then I kind of freak out and lost
What was your
footage.
face?
Let's
Like
see
if the
that
camera
video.
is her, like what's your face? She like blows, the camera's blowing you a kiss. What
I
was
think
your
I was
face?
just smiling the whole time.
Did you
were
like?
supposed
Did you
to
give a
catch
wave?
it. You should have caught it.
I do that with Matt.
I
Yeah.
was
Did you give a
kind of
wave?
gagged. No, because I was just like kind of gagged. I was like, wait,
You didn't
what?
wave?
I don't know. I just smiled at her and was like, "Hey."
I'll always wave. I wave to every celebrity that I think. I'm just like, hi, in case, even when we see Don Yasmin on stage, I'm always like, hi. Like, I always just like want to like, just in case.
That's true.
You
I
know?
should have. I kind of froze in the moment though because
Oh
I
my
wasn't
God.
expecting it. But
I would have blown a kiss back. That's so cute.
she was, and I was trying to like vibe. I was like, maybe I can still get an interview if she sees me. But no, that was like the
I
delulu
love
of
that.
it all, you know.
No,
but
that's the dream always. Is like the star will recognize me, and sometimes it happens.
Sometimes it works, yeah.
So I think that's a good try. I think if he would have waved, maybe.
But it was just again witnessing that historic moment. I was like, this is fierce. This is so fierce.
So good.
And then the photographer literally came. Like Chappell was still posing for photos, and then the photographer came. The Netflix publicist was like kind of standing in front of me, almost like maybe like midway distance between us, so really close. Comes behind me and then yells at the Netflix publicist to kind of tell on Chappell. She's like, she was so rude to me. She said that I need to apologize to her because I yelled at her at the Grammys. I wasn't even at the Grammys. Blah blah blah.
Oh, you're at the Grammy after party.
The UMG Grammys after party.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I was really. My ear was like getting all the
What
tea.
did she want her to do? Be like, okay, Chappell, you can't be here. Like she's in the thing. Like what? What a weirdo.
So and then when I was leaving, all the photographers were like, we were waiting in valet, and I was getting the tea, so I was like talking to them, but they were all kind of giving different like records of what happened. Like one of the guys I was talking about was like, it was 3 years ago, and she remembered. But then I looked on Getty Images. I'm like, would Chappell even be at a Grammys party 3 years ago? Like, that's kind of random.
Yeah, they kind of just made it up.
And 2023 was her first Grammys UMG after party. So I think she said 2023.
Okay, so maybe
and they
it's like a
missed
year
her
ago.
3 years. Yeah. So I think
that
it was
could
like
make
a year
sense.
ago. Yeah.
Well, she doesn't forget.
No.
And Daniel Prada said, he goes, you guys don't understand, like, because he's also, like, he's like, worked those red carpets. Like, these photographers are, like, so rude to these people who are, like, giving them pictures that they, like, you know, get money for or whatever. And it's just, like, it's good, like, someone calls them out, you know what I mean? Because I've heard it, like, sometimes, like, when you see, like, behind the scenes of red carpet and people just being so rude and, you know, telling them to do stuff and smile and this and that's, like, you know, it's good to call. And I don't know what she said, but obviously it was deserving because, like, I feel like we've only seen Chappell do it when people are, like, rude to her. She's not rude to anyone else,
Yeah,
you know
she's
what I mean?
not rude willy-nilly.
Yeah.
This is like, it's diva behavior in the best way. And divas are an endangered species. So literally,
Definitely.
and I am a diva conservationalist. My
Yeah.
causes right now are Save the Whales, Save the Divas are like my
Save the
two
Divas.
platforms. Anyone who is giving Chappell a hard time about this, like, please, we need to preserve and save these divas because this behavior is so iconic, so fierce. Literally witnessing him in person changed my life. I wish I could be like Chappell more often. I do have
Same.
moments of Chappell where I stand up for myself, but not as fiercely and with such decorum, with such the way she carries herself as she does it. A hair flip after, I'm
Yeah.
not posing for you, is
Whoa.
the fiercest thing.
Yes.
It was drag. It literally was drag to
Yeah.
me. It was such a show. It was like literally RuPaul's Drag Race Untucked vibes. Like, I can't describe how it changed my life, and I'm so thankful to have witnessed it. I'm so grateful to have witnessed it. And like Daniel was saying, yeah, the photographers are just like, they're very old school. They've all been doing the job forever, and they don't really have the sensitive, you know, like any vibe at all. Not a lot of decorum. Granted, yes, they're trying to do their job, and their job is also a lot too, because you get there so early, you're driving all around LA, you're waiting, depends on getting the shot, but they kind of just yell. They don't, they all know each other. They've been doing it for so long. It's so old school. So they kind of just don't care and have no like decorum about it. And she's challenging this. She's like, no, just like be nicer about it.
Be nice, yeah.
Ask for your shot. Like, if you're nice about it, you know, all these artists will pose for you and you'll get the shot. But I can imagine too, probably 2023 Chappell's not as famous, so it's probably like, move, get out of the way.
Right.
Make
Like, no,
room for-
you were rude. I remember that.
Yeah.
It's also just needed. Like, more people, like, need to stand up for themselves. And, like, it's just such a crazy thing because in the same weekend, it just, like with Tom Holland with
Yes,
Zendaya,
and Zendaya.
like in him, like just like literally like shoving, like physically pushing someone because they were being rude to Zendaya. It's like everyone like applauded that, and they're like, you know, as they should. Like, that was good. Like, stand up for her. Like, people are just like so ruthless, and everyone's like, oh my God, Tom Holland, yes, he saved her. Like, he stood up for Zendaya. Like, we'd love to see that. And then the minute, like, Chappell literally just tells someone, like, you were rude to me, you owe me an apology. It's like, oh my God, like, oh, she's so rude. She's so this, like, she's asking for an apology. She didn't even do anything else. Like, she could have done, like, you know, way more and, like, embarrassed her or whatever. But it's just, like, people are so double standard of men. It's actually insane. It's actually crazy. Like, one is physically shoving someone, and, like, he's great, he's a king. And then the other one's just like, you owe me an apology. And, like, what a diva. Or diva, in the bad way. Like, she's like, what an awful person. Like, she's so rude. Oh, this again. Like, it's like.
Yeah. Oh, this is getting tired. She's doing it again. As she should. It is
Yeah.
so fierce. And this is not even, I'm biased because I like her and biased because I'm gay, but I'm not trying to lobby to get her on this program or anything.
Yeah.
I would feel this if I,
Same.
you know, had no contact with her whatsoever. I think it is so fierce. and it is.
She's
like
great.
it's camp. It is so camp, and like you said, it's not willy nilly like going around bullying people. It's not
Not
like
at
even
all.
like a Blake Lively with like congrats on your bump. Like that is kind of rude.
Yeah, she wasn't rude. She's like, you owe me an apology. You're rude to
Yes.
me. And everyone's like, wow, she's so rude. It's like, no, that person was like, I love that because I wish I could be more like that
Me too.
Like calling people out, like, you were actually rude. Like, like so many people I want to be like, you owe me an apology. Like, what? Like, it drives me nuts, but I love that she can do it.
And people were giving her flack too because like, oh, it's Olivia's event, and now everyone's talking about this. Olivia does not care. Like
Yeah,
her
no,
and
they
Chappell
went on
are
tour
good
together.
friends. Yeah, and Olivia, I asked her about Chappell too, and she was like, honestly, like Chappell has taught me a lot about like creativity and being an artist and like taking care of yourself more. So I go to Chappell for advice
I love it.
on that, and I was like, Olivia's probably like, damn, wish I could be like you a little bit more, you know?
No, actually, it's like it's just like refreshing to see. I love it. It really is just like people being misogynistic in this world. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone, we see it so many because there's so many like female leads out there right now, and yeah, it is kind of crazy too. A lot of the hate that they get are queer women. You know what I mean? Like they get so much hate more so because it's like I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's just like people really want to like drag someone down. I mean, women in general, like Ariana, a lot of people do get like dragged down, but. I think that's super fierce. I mean, you saw them on tour together or no? Oh, I guess she came out as the guest.
Yeah,
but not the opener.
No, not as the opener. She came when I saw her, Olivia on tour. Chappell came out for like a special performance of Hot to Go, which is in the Netflix documentary concert film.
Did you stay and watch it?
No, I got a screener for it, but I had to go work, so I just went back to the office to like edit everything. But,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, went at nighttime?
Yeah. Because I think we
scary.
finished like.
That's spooky.
Not really.
You
There's
go
other
into,
people
like,
there.
And off at night?
Yeah, because everyone we all finish our
Oh.
shoots at night. Like everyone else has other events and stuff, and
Oh.
then we come back and wrap them up. So
Spooky. I don't like that. Like going into like a studio and just like I don't know. It sounds scary. It sounds like Five Nights at Freddy or something like that. Oh, you look like Five Nights at Freddy today. That's kind of your.
Oh yeah, it
That
is kind
could
of
be.
fun.
Yeah,
FNAF
I
vibes,
like
yeah.
that. I don't think we're in the sequel. I think they're already filming it.
You're so right,
Yeah.
and I really was lobbying. Like I kind of thought maybe too.
We really went hard for it.
Yeah,
We did the cosplay, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah. Who were you? You the Fazbear.
I was Freddy Fazbear. Yeah.
I love it. Looks like part of the costume. You could also double as a UPS worker. I love
'Cause
UPS.
the brown, yeah.
I love how crazy of a company to be like, we're gonna have a brown as our signature color.
Honestly, kind of fierce. I like a deep brown.
It is nice. It's a nice color. I just want to like pick that from like my branding. I don't know if the Patreon billboard would look great in like brown, but maybe.
If you're a delivery company,
I mean, it works. I mean, UPS, that brown truck, that's.
they probably figured it's gonna save like millions in not having to wash their cars every day. Or
Oh, that's true because the boxes are like dirty and stuff, so they're probably like, okay, we don't have to get our.
the trucks look like a big brown box.
Yeah, I like it. Well, that's very exciting. I was very excited to see you there. I was very happy for you. I was like, oh my God. It's really cool because you know me. I love a red carpet. And next time Oscar's not available, I'd love to go. I'd also love to. Me with my pink microphone right next to ET. Be like, here.
That'd be so fierce.
stand next to each other?
Yeah. The
Get us
publicist
in.
be, okay, Trisha would just. I love when they do the little. They like bring them right to you. It's so fierce.
Wait, really? And
Yeah.
they're like, this is Trisha from Just Trish.
Yes.
Wow, your show's named after you? That's wild. Narcissist much? That'd be crazy. That'd be so fun. Okay, well, get me on a red carpet. I would love to go with you to a red carpet and we both do it together.
I would live.
I would want to go first. I think I'd be too nervous watching you. Because you're actually very good at it, so I need to be in front of you, and then that'd be wild.
Well, who knows? Your moment may come.
I'm ready.
After you got your shout out from CYNTHIA and ARIANA and BOWEN. Wow,
And
really like the
BOWEN.
whole trinity.
That was wow. That was like that was so cool. Oh my God. So was it after our last episode?
Yeah, last Wednesday.
It's always after we film something.
I know, and very short after too. It was
Very
only like
short.
30 minutes after. But
I was actually still in the outfit, and I was like, "Oh, should I like do like
An
a little follow up?"
emergency?
Yeah, I literally thought about it because you had just left too, and I was like, "I think I first saw it. Trish Crave broke it to me. I think I saw." They really did. They were like the first on my Twitter, and they're like, "Ariana reposted." So I was like, "What?" I got so excited. I went checked the story. Ariana posted our Alphaba cosplay, which I was like super excited about, and it's actually the Alphaba and Fierro from the production, the stage production. So these are the movie recreations. So maybe we'll get another repost. I don't know. But she did it from the stage production, which was like super, super cool. And she was reposting a lot of people in her story, which is great. We love. Oh no, I'm sorry. She reposted from the screening, the early screening.
Oh, the Getty Images.
Yes. Cynthia reposted the Alphaba,
cosplay,
which
yeah.
was very exciting because my Alphaba was inspired by her glam. She has like the freckles and the green lips, so we looked at her for the inspiration photo. So I was very excited to see that. Bowen Yang also reposted on his story from the Wicked screening. I was very excited. I don't know. I just was like, it felt like they seen me. You know what I mean? And I felt very, very cool. And I was like, do I DM them? Do they want to come on the podcast? Like, you know, this is my moment. I really was like, I was kind of like, God, we had so many like scream-worthy moments in the past like week, but I was kind of gagging in my, God, what was I last week? I was something because I was still in the costume when I did it, or maybe I took the wig off or something, but I was so excited. It honestly felt surreal, and then I went to go check like my notifications, and it says like, Ariana Grande liked your photo, and I think that was the Alpha one she liked, and I was just like, oh my God, so I reposted that too. I was like, oh my God, she liked the photo. I was so excited. It was so cool. And then obviously, like, the biggest thing in the whole world is CYNTHIA ERIVO, who commented the 2 green hearts. I was like, oh my God, like, no, you, like, don't understand. Like, once you guys see this movie, like, truly, like, the star, like, the, like, true star quality power. I mean, it's literally, like, Judy Garland. Like, it's just, like, literally somebody from, like, Wizard of Oz itself is, like, the star. So good. So it was just like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like so shook. So I will frame that because I think it's the coolest thing. Once the movie comes out, once those Oscar nominations come out, like, I'm going to be so excited. Like, oh my God, CYNTHIA ERIVO. I still was very excited. I was really, really happy to see. It literally made my whole life. Like, I did feel like a little kid where you just get like a little recognition from the people you love and you're just like, oh, so cool. Because I've cosplayed my whole life, and I mean, very few people recognize or acknowledge, you know, the cosplay. And this is the last thing I thought would get recognized for, just because there's so many Wicked cosplays out there and there's so much Wicked content. So I just thought it would be the last thing. But Wicked the musical itself also sent us a DM and said, next time in New York, we'd love you to come to Oz.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, so I really do got to figure out a New York trip. I know I keep saying this. We got to figure out a New York trip to see the Billboard, to see Rachel Zegler,
yes.
to see Wicked. There's just so much happening there. My agent just moved to New York. Shout out Lydia. And I was like, there's so many things to see, and we'll figure out a way someday, somehow. And it was really cool. It's very cool. So, yeah, it's cool. I got three of the main characters in Wicked is cool. Like, I would not expect like Michelle Yeoh or Jeff Goldblum. Obviously, they're like older, probably not on social media. Maybe they are. I don't know, but maybe not like that. So I love Marissa Bode. Shout out Marissa Bode. I would love, obviously Jonathan Bailey would be great, but all of it's very exciting. And yeah, maybe they'll come on the podcast. Open invitation. I am wearing Rem Beauty's Wicked collection today. I really am. This one is really great, actually. This is the Total Osmopolitan, and I am wearing it on my lips today. It is really nice and really great. I did a little tutorial getting ready with me. I did not get the PR package like Michaela. I bought it myself. I would have loved a PR package because it just looks cool the way they present it.
It did look really fierce.
But I did get all of it because I thought it was going to sell out. And it's really great. The Rem Beauty Wicked. And then I got the Glinda Crocs today. These came in. These are the little Glinda Bubble Crocs. We got our Glinda Stanley, Glinda Her Universe, and then the doll. So we are all Glindified. And then this is the Rem Beauty Wicked Lip Oil. And it's really nice too as well. So got all of it. Love it so much. Yeah, I was so excited. I really did. I didn't DM them, but maybe I should. They probably wouldn't see it. I thought maybe this is my moment. Like, this is my moment. Like, I'm going to do it. And then I chickened out a little bit. So maybe Bowen Yang. Harry Daniels DM Bowen Yang for us.
Yes, which is so fierce.
He's like, typed it out. He's like, can I send this? And I was like, I guess. I don't know. He's like, do you want to go on? What it was like, do you want to do a podcast? Do you want to do just
a pod swap?
To Bowen Yang, who's like Mariah Carey on. I was like, okay. I love that he's in a group chat with them, though.
I know.
That's kind of fierce.
Yeah, it's Harry Daniels with Matt Rogers and Bowen Yang.
That's wild.
He's like, you want me to DM him? I just saw Bowen the other day. I was like,
yeah, why not? We'll go to New York. That's another thing to add to the New York list.
Yes.
Go on Bowen Yang's podcast.
Las Culturistas.
Yeah, is it La or Las?
Oh, I think it's La, actually.
I don't know. La Culturistas. Okay, I love it so much. And Matt Rogers, we love you guys. If you want number 335 icon.
Las Culturistas.
What is it?
Las Culturistas.
Las or Las?
Las Culturistas.
Las Culturistas. Well, if you want one of your icons on your podcast, number 335, ready to jump in. I would love. Yeah, that's cool. Harry Daniels also making the rounds everywhere. He's great. I love him. He's so funny. He's like, "Can we DM him?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" Everyone just knows me from like Harry Daniels trying to push us. It was kind of cool. It's kind of a slide. We are getting recognized. I was like, it's cool. Like I said, I think it's very cool. I don't leave my house, and I also don't expect anything because I really do just love dressing up. But it's cool. Like, I think I've done maybe like 1,000 Britney Spears cosplays and have never gotten like acknowledgement. Of course, it's Britney Spears, so I don't care. Or Sabrina. I've done so many Sabrinas and never cared, which is fine. It's fine. I get it. I still will dress up as it until they tell me not to. But
cease and desist.
Yeah, they're like, stop. We don't like you. But it was cool to see that. I was very, very excited. So cosplays have been fun. Halloween has been good, but it has been exhausting because it's just so much.
It is a lot. It's full production.
Photos and TikToks and costumes and coordination. We have 7 people coming on Wednesday and coordinating all, just making sure everyone gets here. I don't know where everyone's gonna sit. We only have 4 folding chairs, so I think we're gonna do like a little audience camera. I think we'll figure it out. It's gonna be really fun, and it'll be a good Halloween episode. So I'm telling everyone to bring their favorite Halloween memory and like a hot topic for the day.
That's a good idea.
You know what I mean? So kind of like, so it's a little bit hot topic, a little bit part interview, and then you can see everyone's fabulous costumes and very excited. Yours is pretty simple. Yours is pretty Katniss braid bodysuit.
Yeah.
Oh, you have
again, who knows if it'll fit? I have yet to fully try it on.
You come as a monkey again?
The monkeys that like come down and attack them. Remember in the movie?
There's monkeys that attack them?
Remember in the movie?
No. Do you remember monkeys attacking them?
I mean, there's wild animals in
the monkeys.
Oh my God, what is this? Wicked? It's like, that's wild.
I think the monkey almost killed one of them, or maybe did. Remember the monkeys?
Like apes or monkeys? Like, are they big gorillas or are they like little monkeys?
Maybe an ape, like chimpanzee size. Okay.
I don't remember at all.
Remember it was like all the different TikTok. It's like the arena's a clock, and one of the ones was like evil monkeys come to attack them, and then Katniss has to shoot them with the arrows.
Oh my God, no, I don't know.
And then one of them chokes Peeta in the water.
Oh yes.
And then Finnick, I think, stabs one of the monkeys.
Oh yeah, We've lost our Finnick. He's in New York. Maybe he's on Boning's podcast. Maybe he has a Patreon billboard he's going to go see. I don't know. He's in New York that day, so I was like, dang.
Shout out Joey Christoph.
Shout out Joey. I love Joey. Yeah, I think he should come on if he wants. It'd be fun. I think it's funny just to like reminisce. I feel like all the questions would just be about you in the strawberry era and how you had to hide when people come over.
There are a lot of questions.
So Joey, we invited you to tell us more about Oscar.
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know about that era. I'm just so curious what he remembers, like why.
I actually would be interested to get like his perspective on like me eating the dog biscuits at his house. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh, by choice.
Yes.
You wanted to. You like to eat them.
Well, that's all he had at his house.
Oh, okay. I remember the story now. I was like trying to remember it. I was like, wait, what happened?
He sat me down and force fed me his dog food.
Yeah. I was like, what? Did he know you like the dog food?
I mean, I didn't love the dog food. It just literally was the only
getting
thing.
More for you.
Did you ask him? Were you like, can we get a little crafty in here?
I should have. I was too scared.
I gotta restock that crafty, by the way. It was like stale, and I had a bunch of people over yesterday, so I was like, let me like throw this away so they don't eat the stale. And there was donuts there, so we're gonna restock. We should throw the ones upstairs away too. Those chips go stale after like a few months.
Oh, really? The
Yeah.
Vickies?
Yeah, and I got rid of those gummies altogether. No one liked those gummies. I was like, throw them out. No one was eating them. Those were bad. Those were horrible, actually. I won't say the brand name. They sent it to us, and I was like, this is horrible.
Well, speaking of
brands, is it trick or treat? You think it's a trick or a treat we're about to pull out? Or maybe both?
I'm scared.
Do you know what it is?
Be.
Guess. Let's do a guess.
Is it Lunchly?
Close.
Prime?
Close.
The Feastables with $500?
Yes!
It's Feastables with $500?
Okay. The next day this comes in the
I
mail.
really think they hear.
This is
Ow!
yeah, they have ears.
Yeah,
the heels
literally.
have ears. Yeah, they showed up.
Don't show the address.
No, it's on the other side.
Is there $500 in there?
Well, let's open it up and find out. I'm so excited. This was crazy. It took all my mind not to do a TikTok. I wanted to TikTok out right away. I was like, I want to show this. But
No,
I'm
I was like, we're too invested in the.
I still didn't want to promote it that much. Like to do a whole TikTok.
Yeah, because also like it's.
This is crazy. Ooh, the teeth. It's only. Wow. Did you show the logo?
It's so funny, like how.
I love that Rosanna's.
Like you do have to be an 8-year-old to be like, oh my god, there's teeth.
First
in
of
the
all,
box.
that's cool. That's not Mickey D's,
cool.
right? I was like,
Yeah.
that's sick. I want to do that for merch. I love it. Okay.
Oh, it is cool. Once you open it, there are more teeth.
Oh, see, now you love it. You're like, it's fangs.
Wow.
You can win $1 million. It says from that scan.
That seems odd. Like you have to buy something to win $1 million,
Well,
right?
it definitely wouldn't be us or shouldn't be us if they send it to us.
We win the $1 million. It's giving David Dobrik puzzle, like buy this
It
and you could
is.
win.
It's weird. Like there's weight to the box.
I already took the peanut butter out. I was hungry for it. I was like, oh, give me that peanut butter. He's like, don't worry, no one will know. But this one I really wanted to eat. What comes at the bottom, I really wanted to eat this one. The
What?
cookies and
Oh,
cream. Oh, I know. I saved it for us to split.
Cookies and cream.
It's the new flavor.
Oh.
I know. I wanted to eat it so bad. I'm like, let me save this because I know we talked about it last time. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh my god, there is money.
Look at that. It's so crisp. Like, what? Why is he doing this?
Yeah, I love this chocolate.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, I do. Wait, what?
Chocolate great.
Yes.
It's a great chocolate. Yeah.
No. Right. It kind of feels like a little bit like of a payoff. Like, don't talk bad about us anymore. Like, what if it's something like in the like?
Whoa.
I know.
Rain.
What if they had like little print like we gave you money so you can never talk bad about us again? You know, like a
opening
morality.
this PR box
Yeah.
terms and conditions.
It's possible. Like once you hand somebody money, then
It does feel a little weird,
There's
like
a
to
relationship.
accept it.
$500
They're
in
like-
cash.
they're like brand new dollar bills.
Yeah, it's weird. Is it
Chris.
real? They look not
It says
real.
100. There's
Why?
100.
They sent
Oh,
cash in the mail. That's so weird. Or now everyone's gonna look at the box to
Oh,
see if it comes from
that's true.
Feastables. Like start opening them up.
Well, no. Which one are you more excited about, the money or the cookies
Ooh,
and
what would
cream?
you pick?
Oh, the money.
I guess you can buy with this more of these.
That's very true. That's very true. Yeah, the ones are exciting. I guess we could like
That's so
divvy it
funny.
up. Just like a little split for everybody.
That
Why
is so
are ones?
funny.
And they're like in
Are you gonna go to a
unmarked.
That
strip
is
club?
so weird. I love that Rosanna is making him get investigated by the FBI. But and here at Just Trish, we're like, we love the chocolate.
Wait, is he being investigated by the FBI?
It's by on topic. I feel like
Okay,
it's a
we
good
can.
segue.
Well, let's try this
Let's try the
first.
chocolate first before we
Okay, I'll give you the honors.
before
Oh
we
my
call him
gosh,
a
this is
criminal.
so
Let's
well,
eat the chocolate.
Well, it's like Mean Girls like splitting the crown to everyone. I'll split pieces for everybody. I wanted to eat this. I really did. And then I was like, no,
I do
Oscar
love
wanted the cookies and cream. I did eat the
Oh, I'm
peanut
glad
butter.
you remember. That's so
yeah, I
sweet.
was like, let me wait. I really want to eat it so bad. Oh, there's more. But there's other chocolate too. We'll split this and then.
Ooh.
This looks good.
This is interesting. There's like a layer of chocolate.
I don't know if they're all this good or if it's the PR whip ones, but these are so good. Stick to Feastables. Feastables. It's so
So many
good.
names.
Well,
That's,
Lunchly was trash, but Feastables is really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. I mean, because the first time we tried it, the first iteration of these chocolates were so bad, and then they really improved it. I have a feeling they'll do the same with Lunchly. Like
Well-
there'll be a second generation Lunchly that
maybe.
will be much
Let's see it. Let's
better.
hear it. What's the hot topic?
Well, for the Lunchleys, Rosanna said it allegedly is discontinued already.
Not available to buy anywhere?
Well, someone submitted her a photo. I love it. She's like the MrBeast like hotline for like.
It's so wild
It's
to rebrand.
wild.
We were talking about with Tana too here earlier. The rebrand of Rosanna
I
Pansino
live
coming
for
from
it.
MrBeast is
Well, it's literally been a whole year of Rosanna on MrBeast's neck because
Right.
your
We broke
interview
it
was
here.
Halloween. Yeah,
oh, you're so
in
right.
the Grease cosplay.
I remember. I think like she's gonna want to cut it. She's not problematic or anything. That she's gonna want to cut it. And I remember they kept asking me like, "Oh, when's the interview coming out? When's the interview coming out?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know." At that time, I was, I think I was pre-filming a bunch. I was always like way ahead. And then I was like, "Oh, it's gonna come out this date." I didn't know it was gonna like launch a whole
It was a launching
MrBeast.
pad.
Love it. I'm always so scared for her though, because she's like reporting the threats to the FBI. I'm always like, I love her, and I feel like her house is secure, she's secure, but I'm always just like a little worried. MrBeast does scare me in the sense that like he does seem like, I don't know, like a villain. You know what I mean? Like a super villain that everyone like loves.
President
But
Snow vibes.
President Snow, if you're not on the good list, he's, you know what I mean. So we're trying to stay on that good list. But I also gotta support my girl Rosanna because I like love her. And
Yeah.
So it's okay. So yes, sir.
So someone sent. I guess they work at a grocery store. Like they, you know, when you have those little like inventory like PDAs.
Yes.
They said that Lunchly's like in their back like information for the grocery store. It's like discontinued, won't be restocked, and it's the turkey stackums, the one that you said you couldn't even find the turkey stackums.
Yeah, it wasn't. I know there was nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
So
they recall them
all of a sudden, these ones are it says they're discontinued. The FDA responded to TMZ, said that they received complaints and they're investigating Lunchly. So it wasn't looking good. And then cut to Impulsive, and like Logan Paul and KSI are just like, I like my cheese moldy, bro.
Yeah, like I like my cheese moldy, bro. Yo.
Like they're like
That was
joking
wild.
about it.
I hate Logan. I kind of love KSI, but I hate Logan. KSI's so sweet. Like I love that he said I followed Rosanna because I had a crush on her, and he's like, and Logan's like, wait, what? What? He's like,
By the way, I love Rosanna, man. I actually had like a low-key crush on her.
Really?
Yeah.
Which do you into?
Not anymore, but
yeah, she looks like you or whatever. Like it was cute. Like and he also was like, and he's like, yeah, but she's dogging your brand. She's like, let her, you know. Like he seems very chill. Logan is always doing too much, and also like just joking about it. I'm just like, yeah, like in the grand scheme of things, like it may just seem like a joke and it's like lighthearted. And Rosanna, oh my god, she's coming for them, whatever. But like at the end of the day, it's like moldy cheese people are eating, which can be sick to kids, and kids get
exactly.
really sick from it. I know one time we were at a fancy hotel, and I had like bad mac and cheese that made me like violently sick. It was the kids mac and cheese off the room service, and then I think it was before Malibu could like eat food, so I was just eating it because like I don't think she could eat back then. She was just doing milk. But I remember I got violently sick where I was like in the bathroom like throwing up like just like all night long, and I was just thinking like. And obviously it was bad cheese from the kids mac and cheese. I'm like, someone probably should tell them because if they're serving this to the like kids, they're gonna be even worse with their like little tummies and stuff like that. So the laughing was kind of crazy because like it's kind of serious. Maybe you didn't know about it. Maybe Logan's like not hands on with it all, but it's also just like maybe don't laugh at people who could like potentially die from your foods.
Yeah, it's so weird, especially when he comes after anyone who ever says anything about Prime. Like he is so like fierce with like anyone who I think. There's like a soccer player who his bottle like looks similar, so he's coming down on them. Anyone who like criticizes, he like comes down on so hard, like sends like legal things, like cease and desist and stuff if you say anything bad about it. So then now to like make a joke about your product in which you said like, oh, I'm not even trying to be greedy. I'm just trying to make a good alternative, a better alternative to Lunchables.
Yeah, that's like, okay,
yeah.
like so dumb. Like, yeah.
Because really you just care about the money. You used your child's birth, your first child's birth. If I was Nina Agdal and he put a lunchly and then a moldy lunchly at that next to me when I was I would literally kick him out of the freaking delivery room.
No,
There's
absolutely.
Just no way.
I think also because it's him, I feel like if it's like Nina's product and she's gonna do a little like promotion, fine, like do it. You know what I mean? But like any other person that did not just give birth, I'd be absolutely like, no way are you using this right now. And she's like in it too, and the baby's like having this promo with it, and it's just like embarrassing because even if it is like for money and it goes to both of them together, whatever. Are they married?
I don't know if they're married. Let me see.
Because I don't think they are. I think they're just engaged, which is like fine. I'm just saying like she doesn't even get that money promotion probably if it's not. Well, I guess. Yeah, no, I guess if you're not married, you don't get like any of the money. Maybe you do. I don't know.
I think you're right. Just engaged.
Just engaged. So it's like it's not even like it's going towards their communal bank account yet. So I'd be like, give me some of that coin if you're gonna do the promotion of all this in my birth. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, that will always be the biggest dick. I think after that, I was kind of like, no. And he's always gonna be remembered for that. You know what I mean? I think that's equally as bad as when he did the little minion hat thing in the forest, you know, whatever happened in there, which was horrible. I think it's kind of like in the same category. Like, I don't think you're gonna like live that down. That's crazy. That's like, especially you're like your first kid. I feel like, I don't know, maybe second or third, you're just like, we've done this, whatever. But the first, like, it's like such a crazy time. I'm like, that's wild. And what was it? It was Lunchly or Prime?
Which one?
The birth.
The birth was Lunchly. Yes.
Wild.
Well, it was Prime as well, but also Lunchly.
They should have done just like a Prime, like pink for the girl, whatever. I don't know, something. But like the Lunchly.
Well, that was the gender reveal, was the Prime bottles.
Ew. Absolutely. I hope she got paid. I hope she got some money from it because honestly, that's like the biggest ick in the whole world. I'd be like, absolutely not. That's so weird. And again, I never judge anyone, especially like the person who gives birth, whatever they want to do, you know, like do it. Like if she wants to promote whatever, but like him doing it, gross.
It's just weird because it's like purposefully like trolling and rage baiting when it's supposed to be a time that you're like, you know, even if someone, you know, when like with you, like, you know, parenthood kind of just changes you like right away. You know, you see your baby and it's like, damn, I want to be the best version of myself possible. So like this baby is proud of me. I want this baby to, you know, look at me with stars in their eyes, you know, like be proud of their dad. And then it's like just being a menace is insane.
The day you're born, I remember panicking when people were comparing Malibu to Queen Elizabeth before she was even born, and I was sad for her. I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna look back on her birth and see all these memes about her being the queen. I was so devastated that was gonna be her birth. I was so sad. I was like, guys, please, this is like not cool. Like at the time, I was so sad for her. I was like, this baby just came into the world. Like, let's not like compare her to like the queen, who a lot of people hate, spawn of Satan, you know, whatever people say. I was so sad about it, and then to see like him do that, I was like, God, they're gonna look back on their birth and be like, this is the Lunchly that like was moldy and like made so many people
sick. The legacy is like moldy cheese.
No, awful.
Yeah. And the fact that it's like not even just Rosanna, like a lot of people are finding this moldy cheese.
Right. That's the thing. It's like, it was wild. Everyone's like, oh my God, her. But then she showed the unedited of like opening it and then everyone else doing it too. And obviously they pulled it and are being investigated. And honestly, in one of those cases, just don't say anything. Like, why does he have to like laugh and like joke about it? Because it's like, just don't say anything. Like, you made a product. All your other stuff is doing fine. Just like be quiet about it.
Yeah, because I don't think MrBeast has said anything either. I wonder if he's like a little bit regretting going into business.
Absolutely. I'd be like, Logan, shut your mouth. Gosh, don't you know anything? Get him some PR training. That I would be. And KSI too was so chill. Like he's pretty like, you know, whatever. Logan's just so annoying. Like he's just annoying. Like when guys do. He reminds me so much of those high school boys I always talk about here at my Target who laugh, like what? That's Logan, even
Can't
though
take
he's like
anything serious.
Yeah, and you're like, but you're also like 30 and a dad now. Like, are you? That's the most embarrassing thing. I just feel like, okay, these are high school boys. I still hate them, but like, okay, hopefully they'll like grow up to be like normal, but they might just grow up to be like Logan Paul, especially with all the influence of like Logan and MrBeast everywhere. I'm like, please don't be this. That's what I was worried with David. I feel like this David generation, like they grew up to be kind of like pricks like David, and I'm like, God, we're doing this all over again. I'm like, we just need like guys that are, I don't know, not them. Like, I don't know, anybody else. Watch Bridgerton if you're a young boy. See how that's, I don't know. Find better idols. Like, don't be this.
Like
I
Harry
hate it.
Styles, maybe.
Harry
like,
Styles,
sweet
even
as
Harry
can be.
Daniels is
Harry
better.
Daniels,
Yeah,
yes.
that's a better influence. Like, anybody but these boys. Oh, God. Like, honestly, like, I'm just glad we didn't have boys, but I kind of wish I had boys so I could influence them to not be like that. To, like, have some good guys in this world. You know what I mean? I don't know. Or then we have, like, Matt from Matt and Abby podcast. I'm like, God, please don't also be that. You know what I mean? She's so worried about her like boys growing up, and I'm like being hated. I'm like, well, but your husband is rage baiting. He's the leader of why people don't like these men. You know what I mean? So it's like you could be the change, but your husband first, not saying stupid stuff for views. They make me more mad than anybody. Him, Logan Paul, Matt from Matt and Abby, and those two are me. Top of my list. Dubious.
Well, with MrBeast, now Rosanna has submitted some inappropriate texts and messages that she like discovered to the FBI.
Right. This one was like a little dicey.
What?
To talk about,
Oh.
right? Like, do you think, I don't know, like you
well,
can totally.
I'm not gonna go deep into it. I'm gonna go like skim the surface. If you want the full tea, check out Rosanna's video where she like really dives into it.
Yeah, I don't know, because it was like a very like weird thing, because she like dives into it. I'm like, should we be diving into this? We should
No,
probably like
I
give
don't
it to
think
like
dive
authorities.
into it. Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because I think like, any sort of like reviewing anything, I think it's like instantly report. Don't like go into it deeper or like anything like that.
Yeah,
it was a little like alarming. I was a little bit alarmed by it. I think that's what I'm saying. It gets. Because stuff can get so dark, and I think sometimes you don't even know as someone who's like doesn't think that way, but once you like come across like dark things, you're just kind of like, oh my God, okay, like people don't know the proper way to handle it, which is like just go to authorities and just leave it at that point, and like don't make a video, don't whatever, just like I just found something crazy, like I need to not see this, I just need to like report it. I don't know, I think that's like so it gets like really dark in that sense.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I'm glad that she did report it to the FBI, because it's crazy that stuff is out there. I guess, okay, so from Rosanna Dog Pack's perspective, it's a matter of, because so many people are like, I'm not going to believe it until there's proof. You know what I mean? And so Jimmy's whole stance was, I didn't know anything that Kris Tyson was up to. And then I think that was, the thesis statement of the video was basically having these receipts that prove that Jimmy was aware, allegedly, of Kris Tyson's like behavior.
But I think like with something so sensitive, I don't think it should be like a video. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's because it's actually so vile. It's almost like something that's like just report it, because like now you're spreading it more and people are curious and people are looking and they want to know all the details, and it's just like so like monstrous. And it's like one of those things that I'm like, I don't even think it should be a video. It shouldn't be reviewed. You see something, right? Like it's proven, right? You prove it, now go to the FBI. Like you can see the things, like whatever, go to them. I don't know. It just felt like really like dark, like because I saw people like talking about it and speculating and describing what was it and all this stuff like that. I'm just like, I just feel like it shouldn't be out there at all. Like just I don't know, right? Or am I just like so?
No, I think you make a good point. I mean, I think in the video, even though a lot of things were like censored and stuff, like showing on the screen, I was like, this is.
But they were what? I didn't see any. I didn't want to click on it. They were like watching it. Like I don't think that
they were just going through screenshots of the different messages, and again, a lot of dark things involving like minors and stuff. So it was all like just gross and stuff that I had never even heard of before, like different weird like criminal fetishes and stuff, not just like they're into something that is a little quirky. It's like literally criminal. So
and this is from Ava's computer or group chat.
It was from there was two things. There was one where it was a Telegram, so there was messages, like it was a group company. That's also the kicker. It was a MrBeast company Telegram, and former employees, I guess, submitted these to Rosanna, and then Rosanna confirmed the credibility with like other former employees to prove that they were real like work group chats, basically. So that's the other thing. It's like a company group chat that these messages. It's like just inappropriate memes and photos.
And is it like proof that like Jimmy was like on this group chat? He's interacting.
Yeah, so I think that's like, again, like the thesis, I believe, is that like they prove right away that Jimmy was in him, because I think the big message that kind of proved that it was Jimmy was it was kind of like a pseudonym, I think is the right word. Like it was a different name, but then there's these messages that prove that it's Jimmy, where it's like he talks about his car and then says, oh, like, I can't believe my wiki feed is 4.8, and then it's like Jimmy Donaldson wiki feed is the link that's sent, so it proves that it's Jimmy in there, like messaging and stuff. So
that's so sick.
It's just, and then there's some messages where he said like, oh, I bet Ava would love this, and then
from this username that's supposed to be Jimmy.
Yeah. So it kind of just proves that
he's sending images.
Yeah, that at least aware. I think the message that he sent was like, oh, I bet Ava. I'm using her real name, but like Ava would love this, and it was like an anime that deals with like underage like relationships.
Oh my god,
yeah,
that's wild. That's oh god, it gets into like, yeah, that's bad. And she did report it. She reported FBI.
Yeah.
So he's under. I didn't actually understand that part of it. I saw like he was under investigation, but I didn't know like for what. So that's dark. That's so dark.
Yeah, especially at like a company, a company group chat. And and then so there was that element, and then the second kind of part was about a Discord server for like MrBeast, and like minors were in there, but then there was a channel in the Discord that was NSFW, where it was like weird like sexual memes and stuff. And then it was like these 13, 14-year-olds were like, I don't know if like this channel should be in this Discord because like some of us are underage and we can see it. And Ava was just like, well, we can't just delete it. Like, just don't look at it.
Oh my god. Where's she at now?
She kind of just disappeared.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Ugh.
Yeah, it is so dark. And even when all this like first started too, I'm like, damn, like I didn't want to believe it. I'm like, especially because she's trans and there's so much like terrible like rhetoric around trans people.
Yeah.
It's like, no, like this is
An awful person, like a monster person.
And a parent too. Like,
oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, she has a child.
I'm like always speechless when I like have nothing to add in the sense. Like, I mean, it's a good thing to talk about, like, but like I don't know. I don't even know what to add to it.
I know.
It's just so like because it just goes so much deeper. Then it's like this whole other thing where it's just like not, moldy cheese is relatively light compared to this.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yes.
Which is like sad to say because like moldy cheese is actually so dangerous. But damn, yeah, they should definitely issue. Well, he has issued a disavowalment with Ava.
When the allegations first surfaced, when was that? Over the summer, I think, right? Yeah. Jimmy issued like a statement that was basically saying, I was just made aware of these allegations. I didn't know about them before.
So she's trying to prove like he didn't know.
Yeah. That's the whole thing that they're trying to prove right now.
People always do that. David did that too with Dom. Like, I had no idea, but also it's like, you like did, like it's the worst. I mean, I guess you have to at least try to save yourself, but it like does come out. People like, but you still were with Dom after these came out. You know all this stuff like that. Like, and he did. I mean, he filmed a lot of it. So it's like, what? Like, how did you not know? But, well, darkness always comes to light, that bad behavior, which is like, I guess the good thing about social media when you see like the stuff with like P. or just like a lot of these guys, like you're just like, oh, like they probably thought it was gonna be hidden forever, like to get away with this stuff forever,
True,
Because
yeah.
like the P. Diddy stuff came out too, and it's like it's just like wild, the like lore that keeps adding to that, not even lore, just like disgusting stuff that happened. And I guess they just thought it was gonna be like hidden, probably because there was no social media back then or something, so they thought it'd be hidden forever. But this is extra dumb. Like obviously they're like perverts that are just like they're like evil, but it's like also you're in the age of social media. So like what do you
Yeah, because
like,
it wasn't that long ago. I think it was like 2016, 2018 were like the two eras. And like Jimmy was already really famous. I think around that time Rosanna said he was already getting like hundreds of millions of views. So
it's so sick. And then it's like also sick to do it so publicly, like with group chat with fans. Like it's just like a whole other level. Like what were you thinking? And yeah, anytime that ever happens with people, like, I don't know why, like, people engaging with fans in that way, anything sexual is just, like, very odd. But then also, obviously, when it becomes, like, this kind of stuff, why are they, like, all underage? I get it. You have, like, young fans, but it's, like, why are you chatting with, like, underage fans? Like, that's, especially when the 13-year-olds are like, hey, we're 13, like, when they're saying it, like, how is that? How old is Ava?
She is 28, I believe.
Disgusting.
Let me see. Yeah, it was... I don't know. I have no idea how that is going to pan out. I mean,
and like they know for sure it was him. Like I just don't, because I would be like, oh, he's a piece of like I'm not like trying to like save him, but like just for sure he was in those chats for sure.
I mean,
Or it's just
Yeah, because even back then when Eva was put on the spot, they showed that he was part of it, and
Jimmy.
They show, the Jimmy was there, and they showed that because she had the CP artwork on her wall featured in Jimmy's videos. They're standing by it. They're talking about it. So
Oh my gosh,
he was
okay.
definitely aware of everything that was
Oh my
going
gosh,
on.
we
I
should-
think it's like it's kids that grow into a company, but they still act like kids, and they have all the power, so they feel like they're invincible, and they can do whatever they want.
But I feel like this is just something, there's like a
So-
universal thing where it was like never okay. Because people say their age, the time, but I feel like throughout time, this has never been okay. Like, the CP stuff, like never once has anyone been like, this is acceptable. This was the time. Like, that's never been
That's
the
why
case.
the people that think that it's okay usually find each other.
Because they don't think
and-
anything's wrong with
and-
it.
No, because they need to be around people that think alike, because otherwise they'll be called out, and because there probably were people be like, "This is wrong. I'm leaving." Oh, this is wrong. Don't do it next to me.
I
And
mean,
then-
it's crazy because like they're friends, but I mean, even if it was like someone related to me, I'd still be like, I'm never talking to you again. Like, that's so crazy that he would just not only like see it, but like engage with it. Like, it doesn't make sense. And in that case, we should throw out these feastables, because that's like really bad, actually. Like, when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I didn't know. I guess I didn't know that it was like proven that he knew about this. So it's kind of like
it's like, I guess it's still alleged because
he hasn't said anything.
yeah, there hasn't been like a response, and like they only have these
The videos.
messages that are like kind of contextually with like you can infer based on the context of like what is in the messages that it is Jimmy, but it it doesn't say, hey, I'm MrBeast, like it's me, Jimmy, MrBeast.
He didn't do like an apology.
From Rosanna as a response to Rosanna's stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Because I'm not relating to, because it's very, very different. But like when the Colleen stuff happened and like her friend was holding it, like obviously you could say like, oh, well, it was Photoshop or whatever. But then she sent the email being like, sorry, like I was whatever she said. I forgot the word she used, but she was just like, oh, I'm a coward. Yeah, I was a coward. I should have told you. Like she just admitted to it. So then I was wondering if there was something like that where he's just like, yeah, that was something stupid. I shouldn't have done it. But he hasn't said anything like that.
No, I think right now it was just like based on the context of the messages that kind of proved this username was like Jimmy, and then also
Yeah.
I think Rosanna said that she has reached out to former MrBeast employees to prove the validity of it, which I can't even imagine how many, like, because I mean she does do her like due diligence,
Yeah.
so I'm sure that especially this it's so, like you said, dark and like explosive that you can't really just do this like willy-nilly.
No, I think for her
But-
too, it's like I worry because it's like anyone who like investigates it, like it has to just like, I mean, it goes into your personal life. Like you start feeling these things, you start like taking it on, like, even talking about it, you're just like, I'm just like, oh, it's like so disgusting, and like you just feel gross. So it's like, yes, you're doing it for like, I guess like the greater good, right? Like you're exposing something that maybe wouldn't have been exposed, but also at like what cost, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like it has to eat at her and her soul and like all this stuff like that. I don't know. And I really do love her, and it's just like, oh God, it's just a hard thing to watch. But I mean, I guess the stuff wouldn't come to light if it wasn't for her, all this like stuff. But oh God, well, at least now I guess if there's like FBI, they can actually track like IPs and stuff, right? They can see if he was in the chat. Can they? I don't know.
I think so, like, because nothing is ever like gone forever. I
Deleted.
think the Discord server, they said that like they scrubbed a lot of it. So they didn't like Rosanna and Dogpack. Sorry, I can't say the name without. I
Who's
think it's former MrBeast employee that kind of is teaming up with Ro on all these videos to kind of, inside the.
He needs to like say something or say a statement or something. Like I feel like it gets like so out of control when you don't. I get not saying stuff, but also like say something.
Yeah, I mean, it's been like an avalanche of like the show, the moldy cheese, now this. I'm like, damn. It'll be interesting to see like what he says, what YouTube does. Like that is YouTube's gold. Maybe Jimmy steps down, you step up as
I'm ready.
YouTube's golden
My
child.
moment. I step in and like,
Time
here
for
I
a
am.
pink pony instead of a golden child.
Yeah, I'd be the pink pony. There you go. That is so wild. It's giving very like PewDiePie when he lost everybody their ads in 2017. The adpocalypse was because what was it? Was it something with the Fiverr where he had people?
Yeah. Well, he wanted to show that you can make them do anything. So I think he made them write something inappropriate, and then
All the ads went away after that. Everyone was like, we can't advertise because that was PewDiePie. He was like the biggest. He was the MrBeast at the time.
Came under fire for posting videos that YouTube deemed anti-Semitic and hate speech. These included references and jokes about Hitler. Indian men holding a sign stating "Death to all Jews."
Oh yeah, that was wild, and people kind of just went past it.
Whoa, that's crazy. Why would he do that?
You don't remember that? That was
His
crazy.
point was not the message that they wrote, but the fact that they're writing it without even know what they're writing and that they would do
Oh,
it.
I see.
But you also don't know. Like, you also don't know. I mean, that's the thing. It's like people can assume that, but like, can they? Because that's a wild thing to write. Like,
Yeah, like why write that? Write pee pee poo poo.
yes,
Whatever,
anything
like-
else with that. It's actually wild that he wasn't banned off YouTube. Because what? What do you mean you're going to say to all? You know what I mean? Like, that's actually insane. And they're kind of like, okay, no ads, but that's it. Everyone gets
Whoa.
punished.
And then he came after you.
What year was that? Yes, I
This
think
was 2017.
yeah, literally like a year later, he's trying to cancel me for
Distraction.
ghosting Nikocado Avocado. That's what it was. Wait, what? Like, actually, when he read all that stuff, I was kind of like, wait, and that wasn't just like one incident. It was like very calculated. He's the biggest YouTuber at the time, and YouTube does absolutely nothing. They're just like, all right.
Well, they canceled everyone's ads.
Yeah, they're like,
okay.
everyone is losing ads, but we'll keep PewDiePie here. That's
That
actually
is
wild.
crazy.
Guys can literally say anything like that. Like, that's actually wild.
But
Oh my god, that's crazy. I don't even want to get into it. Like, it actually makes me so upset because I'm just like, I don't even want to compare, but I'm just like, that's actually insane.
Yeah, and it is crazy too because if he's making people on Fiverr, I also don't like the idea of like paying
Yes.
like people on Fiverr who are just trying to like make a living and like it's making them like dance like a little
Yes,
toy or
disgusting,
something and
yeah.
like humiliate them for your
Yeah.
video. What?
Like, even if you said what your thesis was like, oh, you can make them do anything, that's so degrading into itself. It's just like, watch, like, look at these people, what they do for $5. It's like,
yeah.
but also the message he's writing, like, why? Like,
And
why
also,
are you writing
if
that?
they don't know and then that gets out, right, then that also like could ruin their lives
Yeah,
too,
like,
right?
affect them. People come and like find them and they're out there forever.
Whoa.
Wish we had this podcast back then because now I'm
We
like
would take
really
them down.
thinking. I know. I'm like really like actually that's way worse than I actually even remember it. And it's kind of giving that same vibe. It's like the David. I mean, at least David like took himself off YouTube, so at least he's like on Snapchat now, where all the scum go. But it's like these people, yeah, they really do get lifted, and kind of PewDiePie too. He still gets like a lot of like love. I don't know. People don't care when it's a guy. It's like it's a joke. He's funny. He's a comedian. It's like a girl. It's like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah, it's literally like the moldy cheese, moldy lipsticks from Jaclyn Hill, and like
very
Jaclyn
much
Hill
that.
was
Jaclyn Hill was canceled forever for her fuzzy lipsticks.
fussy lipsticks.
And now the moldy cheese is like, it's funny. Haha. Rosanna's cute. That's why I followed her. Like, it's very weird. I hate the patriarchy. I hate it. I actually hate it. Oh my gosh. It's actually wild. And like living through that, I just remember, and I remember all the ads got taken away because of PewDiePie. Because like I think Coca-Cola or something was like advertising on that video, Pepsi. So it's like this huge thing, and they're supporting it. It's like you get a Pepsi ad in the middle of what he wrote. It's like insane. Pepsi, love Pepsi, but they kind of had some questionable marketing. So they're very much like, I guess they didn't know they were on a PewDiePie video, but we love you too, but also wild.
Yeah.
Wow. Ugh.
Devil's amongst us.
Actually, I called MrBeast being the devil amongst us like last year before Rosanna. Yeah, I was like, these are David Dobrik vibes for sure. Might be worse now that we're hearing all this. Like, actually,
Honestly,
might be
true. Yeah, thinking about it, I'm like, damn.
I know.
The
We gotta throw them out, guys.
we might have to. Yeah.
That's wild. I retract what I said.
Me
They may
too,
be
I
good,
think.
but
Scan the code though. 'Cause
see if it's. He's really distracting us. It really is Hunger Games status,
just
like you
throwing
said.
money at people.
Yeah, they're really trying to like wave shiny things at us. Like, here, look at all this bread I'm throwing you. Like, you know, it's very yeah, it's very Hunger Games. That's very interesting. Don't distract us,
Scary.
Mr. Beast. Yikes! Wow, I hate the Mr. Beast. Like, I don't mind him. We can talk about it, but it's like that. I actually like. It's kind of something. It's like I do with like politics. Like, I scroll past because like truly I can't handle it. Like, my body will like
No, I feel
start to,
that.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, physically react when people are like, if this person's president, this will happen, and then I just start getting like these physical reactions where I like can't think about it because it's like, oh my god, if that happened, then like what? Where do we go? We move out of the country. Like, what do we do? Like, then I start like actually like hyperventilating. So I don't do it out of like privilege. It's more of just being like I need to
Protecting mental health.
And it's
Yeah.
also
protecting
not-
mental health because I have.
It's not a good thing to constantly talk about the negative things because we just bring them more into the consciousness and into light and into being.
Manifesting,
it actually
yeah.
becomes part of our life. When, like you said, if Didi got caught, he's in the jail. Let the judges do the work. Let them find the thing. But if we talk about it all the time,
well, it's also good, I guess, when like people who have like a firsthand story come out more. The more it comes out, the better.
Bring that, but not everyone. Like we don't need to re-experience constantly.
No, like when the David stuff was happening, I was like, let me just like reiterate my story too, because it just like amplifies the voice for sure. I definitely think that. I think if you've been a victim of MrBeast or Ava, like definitely like you should come forward if you feel comfortable, because I think it amplifies what's happening. But it's a lot. It's a lot for me. Like I have to scroll past it because I'm like, I don't know. It just like it makes me so angry because at the end of the day, like so much like doesn't get done about it, and so much justice doesn't get served, and they do get like a slap on the wrist. I mean, in comparison, I guess PewDiePie wasn't like harming like children. I mean, it was wild and like hateful, but this stuff is like a whole other level, and it just like makes me sad that like sometimes like justice doesn't get served, or they just get a slap on the wrist, or they even made all this money with MrBeast and now can just like retire and like doesn't need to be out there and like, but doesn't get any real repercussions from it. So I don't know. It's a lot. That's why we have no straight guys here. I would say no to MrBeast. He's up there too. I would say no to MrBeast. If there was 3 people, Elon Musk, MrBeast, Logan Paul. Who was the other one?
Matt from
Matt and Abby. Absolutely not. Stop DMing me. I don't want to come on your podcast. I always get DMs and I always talk so bad about them. They're always like, you want to come on the podcast? I was like,
well, they rage bait. They would love to.
oh my God. Although James Charles said he loved me on live the other day, a recent one. Did you see it? It's so funny. He's like, I really like Trisha. I know she doesn't like me, and that's totally fine. But I was like, oh, you kind of feel bad. I'm like, I know. Like maybe part of me is
we
like,
don't dislike you. We dislike what
your
you
actions.
did.
Yeah. And there's only one time that you said something happened, and it's hard for me to get past. But I feel for him. I feel for him a little bit. I feel like sometimes I see compilations of like James Charles moments that like stay in my head forever, and it's like moments I've never seen before, and it's just
he has a charm. He does. I've always said that it's hard to like, I get why people are on board with him because he has a charm. Charm
is a wild word because like David Dobrik has a charm where it's like he's so cute.
David Dobrik does have a charm,
but his charm is.
He's so outrageous.
I think it's more like you kind of feel bad, but like kind of like me too. You kind of like, oh, Trish, like I feel bad for her.
You have a charm.
I don't know if that's a charm. I think that's like a sympathy vote. And not to say James is thriving, money, and like it's nothing about like him, his looks, nothing like that. But there's just so many moments. There's one where he like literally is like someone's filming him running through a mall. It's like, oh my God, we gotta go, and then he like literally falls on his face, and it's like not on purpose, and it's just like, I guess it's kind of like, oh, like you can't feel bad, Or the one where everyone was like clowning them when they're singing the "Why Don't You Say So." Do you remember they were like going back and forth a duet? No. And then they're like, I got the Gucci shoes, and he's like, it's very like, oh my God, there's just so many moments. I've seen too many James Charles moments. I get why people like him because he's still persevering despite like being a little cringe, you know. And I'm a little cringe, but like in a different way, in a very different way than James Charles. But it kind of made me feel sad when I saw him live, and I was like, oh God. He is somebody I would champion and root for all the way, but I just think that like one little incident that I'm just like, it's hard for me to like, I don't know if I can quite get over that, but
yeah,
it's more of a personal thing that I can't get over it. You know what I mean? Because it runs deep to me. But anyways, I have a little more empathy for him than Logan and MrBeast.
Yeah, because I think of at least James. I actually don't think James would ever have like a moldy product, but if he did, I think that he would. He would definitely apologize, and I think he would laugh about it in maybe 2 years, but in the moment, yeah.
I don't know. Jaclyn Hill still doesn't laugh about her fuzzy lipsticks.
She really got canceled. She was like kind of at the top, right? I mean, she was up there.
Yeah, it's always when you're at the top. That's why we're still staying humble.
Yeah,
we maybe get recognized by Ariana, Chappell, Cynthia, and Olivia, but we're still staying humble. You know what I mean? We're not going to the top yet. You know what I mean? We like to stay here.
Yes,
it's comfy here.
We'll stay on an island.
Yes, I like to be on the island. Not Tati. Tati's also not invited. Those are my 5 for.
Really?
Yeah. I know we go back and forth with this, but no, absolutely not. Because she still was blaming James. Like, the 17-year-old pursued me. I was like, girl, listen to yourself. And this is in 2024, her saying this. I was like, girl, have you learned nothing, Tati? How can a 17-year-old pursue you and you just give in? Like, no, what? That doesn't happen. Like, he's 17. Like, 13-year-olds always DM me. I never respond. Like, that's weird. Even they're like, hi. I'm not going to respond. That's so odd. But much less you're going to have a whole friendship with him and, like, say you're his mother and then stab him in the back. Like, it's just the worst. But anyways, Moses' birthday today. Happy birthday.
Oh, it's today? The 28th. Happy
We
birthday.
should have done a birthday. Oh my God. I've been so focused on Halloween and your actual birthday when his birthday's tomorrow, but we're doing
I was
today.
like, wait, yeah.
But I was so focused on like trying to get something, which I think the surprise is rude. I had a big surprise plan for him, but we did a podcast yesterday and he checked my phone during the podcast because he just wants to see like if there's something urgent I have to check. So I know he saw, and the thing it is like in the title, and I was like, oh no.
But the thing is, I didn't really thought about it.
Well, now you thought about it.
But then you kept asking me, did you see something? Did you see something? I was like, did
I
I
just
see
realized,
something? I didn't think about it.
Oh, he checked it. I was like, no.
But I didn't even check, like,
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's still not ruined. It'll still be fun. But I was so busy like thinking about that and then Halloween and like all this stuff like that. And because then we have another big Halloween episode. So his birthday falls on a Tuesday. We film on Monday, Wednesday. And then this weekend was crazy because we had the Halloween festival, the Petra shoot. And then Sunday we had Tana, Holly. We did the photo shoot, the podcast. And then today. And then we had the Patreon thing. We have to do a Patreon thing after this. And then tomorrow's your
we've
birthday.
been
So
working
it's just like
9 days a week.
yeah, usually we go up to a hotel for his birthday. This one we've been going every year, and we just like literally physically couldn't do it this year, and I was like so sad about it. But happy birthday!
Happy
I'm
birthday.
so sad. We should have made this your birthday episode.
Well, I mean, this is more than...
Oh, babe! But you always make
birthday
birthdays so
episode.
special here. I'm so oh my God, I'm such a flop wife. I really am.
No, but
I
my birthday
am.
is tomorrow. My birthday is my... When you guys watch this, we will be celebrating my actual birthday.
Oh, I'm so sad. I'm sorry. I really am. No, I'm such a flop when it comes to like birthdays. Moses is like so thoughtful, so considerate, and I have nothing. But I did think of something this year. I was super excited to surprise him because I was like, wow, I planned something, and then I was like, oh, he saw it, but it's cool. There's one more surprise that you don't know about.
See, there you
So,
go.
yeah,
Another
there
flop.
is.
For me,
It's
it's not
a little one.
like I'm more excited now
Okay,
that I have a glimpse of like
knowing what it is. Okay.
something. Yeah, like to me, it's more exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
It's something he always talked about doing, and I was like, and I've always been like, maybe I don't know. And then I was like, okay, this will be like the perfect time to do it. So, all right, good. It'll still be good. Happy birthday. I'm sad. I'm sorry. I should start at the top of the show. Jimmy at the top of the show. Tell them skip to an hour and 40 minutes in for the happy birthday. All right. And I made you dress as Wicked. It could have been one of your costumes. You should
Yell
have
at
picked
him for
something.
not knowing the
I know.
words.
Yeah, but this is my favorite from all the ones we've did so far.
I'm
So
so sorry. Oh my God. Yeah, this looks good. Okay. What's the lyric? Woes are fleeting, bows are glancing.
as you're dancing life away.
Okay.
Close.
We'll give it to you. It's your birthday. Do you know it?
Dancing through life.
Yeah!
Yeah!
I'm so close, babe. So close. Okay. Well, let's go
But
on
if you asked me
to...
about last week, I
Oh,
still
you have a hot topic?
I still have the lyrics.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
the
okay.
lyric.
Well, that's a different act, babe. Different act two.
Act two.
Not in this movie.
We'll circle back next year.
We'll circle back. God, that's crazy. Yeah, it's a whole year away. Jonathan Bailey doesn't repost anything Wicked. That's so sad. I mean, he should at least repost your costume. I mean, you're literally him. This is the first Jonathan Bailey as Fierro costume I've seen. Like, I haven't seen anyone else do this
That's
costume.
true.
So he should repost you.
So what does he post if he's not?
Nothing. Just
The
hot
milk.
pictures. Oh, the
Drink
milk.
your milk.
Him in his Fierro boots with nothing
I
on.
think he was like, it's not in my contract. I'm not posting.
I
Well,
don't know.
we still got
yeah.
a couple weeks to go.
That's true. He was in the news. I got dragged on Twitter for commenting. All I commented was "oh," and it was a hot topic. It was literally like on every pop crave pop base thing. And it's like Jonathan Bailey says he's posed in nothing but his Fierro boots, and I just said "oh," and all the comments. If you look on the Twitter for real, like Twitter kind of likes me at the moment, but all the comments like "you're married. What about Moses?" I was like. What? Like, aside taking his sexuality away, it's like also he's like he's Jonathan Bailey. Like what? Like everyone loves him. He's gonna be the people's sexiest man alive. I'm predicting November 1st. Like I just like what? That's like saying like oh Brad Pitt. Oh he's only in his boots. Wow, drool face emoji, and everyone's like wow Trish, you have a husband. Like what?
We
Like
can now
it's so-
actually see you as an equivalent to him, that it can actually happen.
that they think I'm gonna be at his level. He's gonna want to date me. He's just gonna be like, I'm switching teams for you, Trish. Like, yeah, I don't know if that's happening, but that's weird. And everyone like universally likes him. Like, it's not like it's a niche thing, like a niche person, like Brian Jordan Alvarez, where I'm like, I love him so much. Got his phone number, by the way. I'm so scared to text him though. I'm like.
No, you have to. We have to go
I
to
haven't
English
done
teacher season 2.
I've been like, he texted me and I was like, okay, now it's not the time, it's the weekend. I'm like, okay, now it's Monday. I'm like, well, he's working. And then I was like, oh, it's Halloween week. Like, I can't, like, I'm very
Halloween
nervous.
week.
It's Halloween
How dare
week.
she text me on Halloween week?
I can't text you on Halloween week. I can't. I was very excited. But But people really came for me. I was just like, everybody like loves. By the way, Brian Jordan Alvarez is also a sexy icon, but I'm just saying, like, in general, everyone talks about Jonathan Bailey being hot, so it's not like I'm this niche person that's like contacting him or whatever. I did try to DM him. He left me on. He hasn't read it yet. Left me on unseen. But he said that and this is a hot topic, so I can talk about it. I know we said we're not talking about Jonathan Bailey, but he's a hot topic. He said that he went to go for his Fiero fitting, and all they had were boots, so he had to do the fitting in just his boots. And he said he has a picture, but he said no one is going to see it. He should sell it. If he wants, consensually, of course. But I think that would get so much. Oh, my God.
And, I mean, this was an interview he did for, like, the official, like, Wicked, like, you know. It was on the Wicked account. So it's, like, it's called, like, the EPK. I don't know what the...
Electronic Press Kit.
Yeah. But... So I guess it's like for Universal. Like, it's in-house, basically. Because it was posted to the Wicked account. So it's not like, you know... He was pressured to reveal this information at like another outlet. So like me at the Wicked premiere being like, so
I'm asking about it. I was like, so can you describe what this picture looks like in detail? No, they're like, they know how to market the movie. You know what I mean? I mean, because the girls and gays will definitely go see it already, obviously for Ariana and Cynthia. And it's like, well, I mean, that's like,
you need a little man, beef
it's like the
in
cherry on
there.
type. Yeah, the cherry on top. Oh my God, I can't even talk. I feel like if I saw him, I probably like couldn't talk, but do you think it's real, or do you think they just make up these stories to make it sound sexy? Like, there's no way he's like, all right, let me try the boots on with nothing. I mean, he has to wear like jeans or something with it.
I don't know. I think that I could see him doing it. He's a cheeky little fellow, you know. He's very cheeky. Yeah. So I could see him, and it's very like a gay thing to do. To be like especially on Twitter and stuff. I just took the hottest photo of me. My schlong looks amazing, but you'll never see it. They all do that.
That's the equivalent. It's Fiero boots.
Very that.
Send me my Fiero boots.
And then they get like all the thirst replies like, "Oh my God, let me see it. Let me see it." It's like, I mean, whatever makes you feel hot and confident, do. And I feel like that's kind of what Jonathan Bailey's up to. It's like, I looked really good in these boots.
Ooh.
You're never going to see it.
That's the people spread, is him in his boots just naked.
Honestly,
that'd be wild. I have a feeling he's going to get it, right?
I feel like I think he would be one of the ones in the running. I honestly could.
I think he's going to be the cover. I has to. I mean, this is his year. Like the Emmys, the TV show, the Bridgerton, Fellow Travelers, and Wicked, and Jurassic Park coming. Like it's like
true.
I'm sorry, it's like dominates. Pedro Pascal, yes, great, and he has a big movie coming up. But it's kind of like one big movie. Like Last of Us was last year. Was it Last of Us?
Yeah.
Or is that the one? What's the Justin Baldoni one?
It ends with.
Oh, there's so many of those. There's so many. And like This Is Us, there's just so many. I hate those titles. But like that was like last year, whatever. And then The Mandalorian was a couple years ago. But this is like all in 1 year, and it's just kind of like iconic. I feel like he should get it. And they've never had a gay sexiest man, which is like the most wild thing. Because I'm sorry, like you said, gay men, they do put out the thirst traps, no matter how famous they are. Like Ricky Martin, and I was just like, I love that Ricky Martin is so famous, and he's still like with his shirt off. I was just like, they serve. No straight man could do that. I wish they would. Straight men are always like, let me see. You know what? Those straight men are weird. They're like, let me just see your butt. I was like, don't you want to see the full? Like, we want to see the face, the body of Ricky Martin. Like, it looks so good. Like, gay guys just know how to take the selfie. You know what I mean? Straight guys definitely. Also, I don't want to. It's when straight guys try to pose. It's cringe when they're like in the mirror and they're just like straight and they're just like, they're so serious. And I was like, the worst photo you could possibly take. Like, it's so awful. But I love gay men thirst traps. I love it so much because they just know how to take it. Like seeing Ricky Martin's, I was like, yes, absolutely. Like that was everything. Where did he post that? Just like Instagram?
I saw it on his Twitter, but probably Instagram too. Yeah.
He wanted the comments. I love it. It was it's so good. So I think Jonathan Bailey would win. That's my prediction. And fast forward, everyone will be like, Trisha predicted this. I love when people say that when it's like a 50-50 chance it would happen. Like, she knew.
Like brown chicken fry.
Oh, yeah. Someone's like, she predicted brown and chicken fry was a breakup. I was like, we all did. We all knew that was coming. But I like it. You can still think I'm predicting things. I'm right most of the time. So. Yeah, I loved it. I love it. Like you said, I love that that's like the official like teaser like for the Jonathan Bailey for Fiero. I was like, that was a good one. The Men of Wicked pose just in their boots. That's a good like charity one. Just everyone like. I love that Universal like put that out because Wicked. I think of kind of like wholesome family. Not that that's like not, but I just think of it as like Disney almost, where it's like I guess it's not. It's like Universal, which is very different than Disney. But I love Universal Studios. We have to go to the Experience.
Yeah.
Go see Shiz.
Yeah.
Did you go? You went to Horror Nights.
You
didn't see it though.
No.
It wasn't up yet.
No, and it's like late, so like Horror Nights is like at 8 p.m. So
the food's
the
like
regular
closed.
stuff is closed. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What do they eat there?
There's in City Walk, maybe like the restaurants and stuff, but in Universal, it's like all this, like even like the Minions like cafe is closed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so
Like,
you can't
only
eat anything?
No, there's food, but only select like spots.
Like what?
They have like spooky stuff. They have like a little like the Ghostbuster ghost that that guy.
Which one? The green one or the marshmallow one?
The marshmallow man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They have
Holly
like
brought Ghostbuster donuts, so I know all the characters. Yeah. I was like, oh, which one? There's a green one and a white one.
They have like a s'mores of him. They have
Oh.
like Chucky the doll, like popcorn.
Did you get any of that?
I got a churro.
Which one? What was it themed?
Churro.
It was just a churro? Why did you not get a spooky one? Oh.
The lines are so long.
Universal, if you could send over some spooky stuff for us for our Halloween episode. God, that sounds so good. Chucky popcorn. Or a s'mores marshmallow man. Please, please, please,
They do have
Universal.
a lot of cool looking stuff, I will say.
We love you, Universal. We do. Honestly, Universal over Disney. I'm just going to say it. I pick it. They have Wicked. They have the spooky. We love you. Oh my God, please send Chucky popcorn. That's cool. So was it like a little Chucky box or?
It was like almost like a popcorn bucket of Chucky.
Oh my God, I want it. I haven't seen anyone post that. That's so cool.
I think Tana and McCullough got it.
Last night? They just went last night after the podcast. It was like 9:00 and she I have to go to Horror Nights. And I was like, oh my God, girl, what? Like, it was crazy. Oh, so they went last night and they got it?
Yeah, McCullough was posing on Tana's Instagram story, breaking news, the Chucky popcorn thing.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I gotta see it. All right. That's so exciting. I knew she was gonna go. I didn't know. She also hates rides. I was like, yeah, I mean, it's the worst. So she's like, they went early and then she was gonna go after. Oh my God, that's so wild. I guess I should go, but they were talking about that Mia Goth movie. What is it? Maxine. Why did they do a maze for her? Isn't she Universal, right?
I think it's A24, but they filmed it at Universal because like at the back lot, they were in the Psycho house and stuff. Like they were filming the movie, like in Maxine, the plot is they're filming a movie on the Universal lot because she's like becoming an actress.
Oh, I see. It's like the third. They were explaining the lore of it. I don't really know the lore of Maxine, but I guess
so
it's
third
like
in the trilogy. Yeah. I almost was gonna be Pearl for Halloween because it's kind of an easy costume, but
well, you still can. You have a couple days left. Just on your own TikTok that you don't have. I know we only have one more costume, but we're gonna finish strong.
Yeah.
So I love Universal. I wish I could go. I'm just scared of all those things. I'm scared.
It is a lot. Yeah, it is a little sensory overload.
I love the backlot. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. One day I'll film something there. Maybe it's Lopez
You
versus
have
Lopez.
filmed something there on the back lot.
Oh yeah, I have. I did my own music video. I did Wonderlust, even though I got cut. That's it. But I'll do more. It'd be so fun.
I have two OF stories randomly. Actually, no, we have to get into the Timothée Chalamet lookalike contest
Wait,
first.
that was like on the top of my list. I
Me
don't know why we
too.
didn't start.
Me
Oh my
too.
God, why we not talked about it?
2 hours in, we have so much to discuss.
So much.
The Timothée Chalamet lookalike contest in New York, which was crazy because it was being shut down by the police when Timothée Chalamet showed up. It looked like a lot was going on.
You think people knew Timothée Chalamet would show up?
I think people had just hoped. So there was.
That's wild.
It was like this fan-made event, right, where these flyers were posted in New York for, I think, this past month, where it's like Timothée Chalamet lookalike contest, cash prize of $50.
50? I thought it was 50,000.
It was 50. 50.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Most people came out. I mean, 50 is a lot, but like what?
I
That's
think
so
the
wild.
gag of it all, like a Timothée Chalamet lookalike contest, like you're just curious, right? So many people showed up that the police had to come and like we're trying to shut it down just because literally like hundreds of people showed up for this contest.
Like the lookalikes, there were 100 lookalikes?
No, just hundreds of people came to see the lookalikes. But and I guess
the girls are trying to find someone who's like Timothée Chalamet.
Honestly,
like,
yeah.
That could be
But
my
I even
boyfriend.
saw someone was like, there was a lesbian that was just walking through, and then Teen Vogue was like, "Oh, are you here for like trying to do an interview on the street? Are you here for the Timothée Chalamet lookalike contest?" And they were like, "I guess I can be." So then they just like walked in and entered. It looked wild. It was crazy.
There was some that looked just like him though.
Yeah, I guess it's not hard to look like Timothée Chalamet because there was a lot of people that look like him.
A lot of them had like the face even. Like I get the curly hair, whatever, everyone had that, but some of the faces look just like him. I was like, wait,
the
maybe
bone structure and stuff.
I wonder if that makes him feel good or like less important.
I feel like it probably makes him feel good because it's like, damn, look at all these people who want to be like me.
Who want to be me. But then you see everyone that looks like you, like, oh man, I thought
I'm
I was
a
like
dime a
unique.
dozen. Yeah,
because to me, he has like a unique face. But then I saw everyone else, I was like, oh well, a lot of people have that face, I guess. But I was looking at him like, he kind of looks odd. You know what I mean? But then I'm like, oh, a lot of people look like that. In a cute way,
Yeah,
but
it
like
is
obviously,
cutesy.
he's not
No,
like
but
a
he'll
John
be
Daly.
happy that he's the one that made it out of all those
True.
people that look like that.
He's like, I'm the talented one. That is interesting. Huh? Who won?
It was someone who was dressed as Wonka. It was like Wonka.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not fair. Like, if you wear the costume and stuff, it's like, okay, yes, you could be Timothée Chalamet, but they should just done a natural looking one.
I guess, yeah, you're right. If they're
You
in
know?
the costume, it does give them kind of an advantage.
Like, when everyone dresses like Captain Jack Sparrow, it's like everyone looks like Johnny Depp because you look like Captain Jack Sparrow, so that makes it that. But if you were just like your face, did you see the one? I saw it must have been like Daily Mail or something where they were posting all the clips and people like woo woo, they're like cheering, and then the one they're like no, there was one person that got, I was like damn, they were so kind.
New York is brutal.
They were brutal. I will not be going to the Timothée Chalamet contest when I'm there in New York. Like, no.
But yeah, there was a lot of different costumes. There was a lot of Wonkas. There was a lot of Bob Dylan's from his new biopic, A Complete Unknown, that Timmy is doing. Yeah, he surprised the crowd. Do you know? Oh, Club Chalamet, of course. How could I forget Club Chalamet? You know Club Chalamet? That is a whole. I have to like really do.
Is it like Club Chris? I only know Club Chris. I don't know Club Chalamet.
It's like a stan account, but she's serious. She runs it like. She's
her job.
Yes, like she's an older woman too, so she's like fierce. Like she's fierce about it. Takes it very serious. Doesn't like Kylie Jenner. Like only likes Timmy the actor, not like
oh my gosh,
the personal drama around him. Like she takes him very serious.
Okay, so I'm not reporting on the drama. I care about him.
She won't even acknowledge Kylie Jenner. Like Kylie Jenner does not exist.
Is that
to her.
drama? It's like his girlfriend, right?
She does not want Timmy to be associated with Kardashians.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like that's not drama if that's like his girlfriend. Like acknowledge her. That's weird. That's weird. That's like if I have a stand account and they don't acknowledge Moses. They're like, we hate Moses. Who's that? Trisha's not married. Like that's weird. Like no, if you're a stand account, support the person they're with. That's so weird. Okay, girl.
Club Chalamet only supports Timmy's acting endeavors, acting projects.
Okay. I guess maybe she should just say I don't do the personal life. Don't say like the drama. That's wild.
But anyway, that's a whole separate thing. But anyway, I don't even know. I just had to talk about Club Chalamet, I guess. But yeah,
are you a part of it? You follow?
I do follow Club Chalamet because I think she's just fierce, and I love.
You know, the girl.
Yes, she posts photos of herself sometimes at like Comic-Con and like at premieres and stuff. But
she goes to the premieres.
Yeah, she went to like the Venice Film Festival too. Where,
oh my god!
Yeah, she takes them very serious.
Did she take pictures with him?
She has I think 1 or 2 photos.
He
with
knows.
him.
You think he knows she runs the account?
I would hope so. I mean, she's fierce. I mean, if the rest of the world knows that who Club Chalamet is, I feel like Timmy has got to know who
I like the idea of anonymous stan accounts, but I also like the idea of like, who are they running that? Because some of them are like, there's like a Trisha Paytas lover on TikTok, and they always post like really old clips, obscure clips. There was like one really obscure thing I saw the other day, and I was like, how did they find this clip? Something I talked about, God, I can't remember, but it was like such an obscure clip. Do you remember? I was like, how did they find that? It was really, really old. Anyways, they find old clips, and I'm just like, wow, that's like really dedication. You just want to know. You're like, who are these people? You know what I mean? Like, is it just someone with a regular job? Is it someone with a family? Is it like a young teenager who has nothing to do? Like,
right? Yeah, because you do assume. I think that was kind of the gag. Was I feel like Twitter was trying to make fun of Club Chalamet. It's like, oh, like you're an older woman, you're doing this, but it's actually she gets the last laugh because she like has a good job, she makes money, and then she can afford to go on these trips to the film festivals or like you know all the different premieres or whatever because she makes good money and she can take the vacation.
She makes the money on Twitter.
No, she does make money from Twitter because she is like verified or whatever. So I'm sure she does make money. But she has like a job. I don't know where she works, but she has like a job, and then
she's like a surgeon.
Honestly,
you know, sometimes it's like really
fierce
smart.
Bob, like she really is like fierce. But that's how it was. She tweeted like, I don't think Timmy's gonna go to this, but maybe he'll like look out from an apartment or a hotel and look down at the crowd or something. And then the gag was Timmy did show up, and everyone's like, damn, Club Chalamet.
Was she there? Was Club Chalamet there?
I think Club Chalamet is LA based or California based.
Fly to New York, Club Chalamet. If that's your career, like go do it. You know what I mean?
I think if she really believed Timmy would go, I think she probably would have been there. But it was chaotic, so maybe it's for the best that because she's kind of famous in the Timmy Chalamet like fan sphere. So maybe she probably would have got mobbed too. So maybe it's for the best.
But even so, if you think someone would be there, you know what I mean? I don't know.
But she really didn't think. And I guess I wouldn't think either because it is like this random. Yeah.
That's true. I guess that's why it was a shock when he showed up. Everyone's like, oh, he's here. And I like that for him.
Me too. I think that makes him like more fun.
Yeah,
I don't know.
definitely.
It makes me like him more.
For sure. I feel like Andrew Garfield wouldn't do that.
I don't know. He is kind of silly, but.
No. He gives me like, now I did love Andrew Garfield, but I do think he's kind of like he's like a little knockoff Jonathan Bailey, I feel. You know what I mean? He's just like a Wish version. Huh? I guess he came first, but.
He made so many movies. Jonathan Bailey just showed up.
Well, I stand Jonathan Bailey. I just think he's almost there, you know, because like why wasn't he in Bridgerton? He's like an almost there person, you know. Andrew Garfield. I did like him. I don't know, right? Don't you think?
I don't know. I have a soft spot for Andrew Garfield. I do. I don't know. I think he's charming.
No, definitely I like him too. I just think he's not as good as the Bridgerton boys. None of them. Luke Newton, Luke Thompson.
It's very different. He has a very different.
He's British,
face.
babe. He's
no,
British.
But
he looks British.
Look at the parts he play. None of them are British.
That is weird. I wonder why.
He does play like a dark historical figure usually.
Yeah, something. Yeah, that's true.
Fun fact about lookalikes.
Oh.
You know who else?
Yes.
Who else showed up to their own competition, lookalike competition?
Who?
You might know.
Who?
Dolly Parton.
Oh yeah, with the drag queens.
She entered the competition
That's fierce.
and lost.
I don't think that's real. I think that was a made
She
up
wrote
story.
it. Are you sure? Because I saw it
Are
in so
you
many
sure?
places.
I don't know.
I think she wrote about it.
I feel like I know that story. I feel like it might be made, but if it's real, are you
Well,
sure?
Dolly let us know.
Yeah, you know sometimes they just fabricate stories to be funny too. Not that I'm saying Dolly's a liar, but maybe it's real.
I could see it. Like maybe
That
she
doesn't
did
make-
enter, but
There's
then
no way she entered. She's like, I'm gonna enter this competition. I'm gonna stay in line with everybody, and I'm gonna get judged like everyone else. There's like no way that would happen. But I think it was probably like more cutesy. Like they looked more like me than I looked like me or something like that.
There was
I would
a
assume,
talk
but
show
I like
that kind
it.
of did something similar. I forget which one it was. Maybe it was Andrew Garfield where they made him stand outside in like a Spider-Man outfit and like pretend that he on Hollywood Boulevard. I
That's
think
funny.
for what's his Jimmy
Kimmel?
Yeah.
Was it Tom Holland?
Sounds about right.
I thought it was Andrew
It
Garfield.
might be you, would probably know.
I could definitely be wrong though. I remember there was like another person where he was like they were like they were doing like an impersonation even though it was them and they were like fooling people.
I like when people do that. I like when people can like be a part of it and stuff like that. I think it's
Yeah.
funny. I think Anna Nicole did that a lot too. She'd have like I think on her show she had a bunch of drag queens that looked like her and she would like get in there too. I like it. I like the idea of that.
It got me thinking, if you had a Trisha lookalike contest, like that would be crazy because it would be all different nationalities.
Oh, my
like it would
God.
be crazy. You could really eat up a Trisha lookalike contest.
People have been so good on Halloween. I've been reposting. There's some on TikTok too. There was one. I can't think of her name. I'll see if I can find it. I think I saved it. And she was like in my. I think she might have gotten the exact dress that I got from Fashion Nova. Then those like promo shots. And she had the microphone blinked out. And then she did the Rare Beauty.
I
because
saw
it's rare.
that one,
She was
yeah.
so good. I was like, and she had the wig and stuff. I was like, some of these people really slay. They really do look so good. I'm like, God, it's like so cool. A lot of people do look like me, I guess too.
Yeah, it wasn't Drew Garfield. He was just
Yeah.
Really?
he was just like playing Spider-Man on the street.
Okay, I kind of love him for that.
And then after that,
I do love him. But I think Jonathan Bailey would do that too, so.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think he would do that too. I love that for him. That's actually so cool. That's funny. I like when people do that, when they don't take themselves so seriously. Yeah. I like Andrew Garfield. I'm back on it.
And Timmy kind of won me back over too.
Honestly, same. Yeah, when people can show up to those kind of things, I'm kind of like, okay, that's
Yeah,
kinda
it was true. I mean, it's also funny that he literally was like working in New York and walked past like a flyer that was like Timothée Chalamet lookalike contest, October 27th.
And that's why he went?
I think that's why
That's
that
funny.
photo went viral of him walking past it. So
Oh, I didn't see it.
yeah, it was like literally a paparazzi photo. He just happened to walk by the flyer.
That is crazy.
I
That's
know.
so cool.
And also, the winner only did get $50. He said he's going to spend it all on candy because he was dressed as Wonka.
Okay.
But you do win a big trophy. It was a gigantic
Wow.
trophy that was like #1 Timothée Chalamet lookalike.
And who put it on? Who did it?
I honestly have no idea who put it on, but the next
He
one they're
just
putting
threw
on
it.
is Jeremy Allen White.
Okay, now they're just trying to get people to show up because he's there doing Bruce Springsteen in New Jersey. Like he'll show up too. Then it becomes a lot. I like it. I really like it. I like that people can just do it. Like I kind of, you know what I've been thinking about lately is like really throwing like my own Bridgerton ball. Like just having people come to like our house or something, and like maybe not our house, but like maybe like it's something in the
A rented,
vicinity.
yeah.
yeah. We could do 4 Seasons again when we got married. We could rent it out and then decorate it like Bridgerton, redo our thing, and just have like fans come of Bridgerton. I guess do they charge tickets? I guess they charge. We don't have to charge tickets. We can just do it for free. Or sponsored. Yeah, no, let me not.
I know how much that place costs. So.
Let's do a Patreon Bridgerton tier for who wants to go to. That would be fun. Yeah,
But
no,
if you do it in a public park, you just people just
then we get
gather
then we
together.
get kicked out like the Timothée Chalamet people.
They
at a
arrested a
movie.
Timothée Chalamet lookalike.
That's pretty fierce. That's cool to be arrested as Timothée Chalamet. Why did they arrest him? Why did they arrest one person?
The NYPD released a statement and it alleged that the organizer of the Timothée Chalamet lookalike contest was arrested because he was arguing with them, I think, trying to like say that to let them go on with the event, but I think they were trying to shut it down just because there was too many people, and obviously you have to have like permits or whatever. So
Safety hazard.
yeah, it kind of gave me like gays eating garlic bread in the park vibes because remember you wanted to have your own. I was
yes, they
like,
probably
thank God
kicked us
you
out.
didn't do that.
Maybe my next tour, I can go to New York and just do gays eating garlic bread in the park. Yeah.
Have to get a permit, I
wonder how
guess.
people would show up if I was just like, hey, gays, meet me here. Like, I wonder how many would come. That would be like my
Yeah, 'cause
dream,
if
actually.
the police stops them, that's a hate crime.
Yeah, that is kind of weird,
That's
actually, when everyone's
true.
here.
Are they
Like,
not allowed to
yeah.
gather together now?
That is weird, actually. Why
True.
can't you gather? I guess safety. I guess it's like a safety thing. That would be so cool, though. It's going to happen. It'll happen one day. Matthew Stevens, Daniel Prada, Oscar, Sloan. We can just do our own mini version. Oh, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jonathan Bailey.
Jonathan Bailey comes to garlic bread. He's eating garlic bread in the park. He doesn't look like someone who'd eat garlic bread. You know it seeps
Maybe
through your
if you
pores.
interview him, you can ask him
you
about the
like garlic
boots.
bread?
you have two
You want to
questions.
come with us? I need to know about the boots. Describe it. How
I
did it
can
look?
imagine. I would love to see you in that predicament where it's like, hey, you get 3 questions. I'm going to wrap you on 2 with Jonathan Bailey. What are your questions?
They wrapped me after the first one. How cold was it in that shoot with the boots?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Why did I see that actually happening? That's why it's so funny because I like visualize it. I would get kicked out. I always think about that. I'm like, I would get kicked out of something's like so not being appropriate or something. It'll never happen. I'm no Amelia over here, okay? But you were giving chicken chop date for sure on that red
is
carpet.
so funny.
One day. Well, if there's a Trisha lookalike contest, let me know. I'll come to it for sure. Maybe not, actually. Don't do it. I don't know. Probably not. Sounds like a good idea in theory, but also terrifying. Maybe I'll lose like Dolly. Maybe I'll enter too.
Add that to your memoir.
Yeah, I do need another chapter. Let's see if that works out. That's so funny.
Certainly, you put the flyers up. We'll take a picture of you passing
Yeah.
by the flyers.
do my own lookalike
I saw
contest.
the flyer.
That's funny. I would do it.
Actually, that is
I
camp.
would do it. I would so do it. That's so funny.
my God,
Next
that's
time we're in New
funny.
York, and add that to the list.
Print the flyers.
I wanted to know the e-news thing, but are you gonna say that for Patreon? I want to see
Oh,
it.
it's really, I can tell you, but it's quick. It's
Okay.
not that, it sounded probably more exciting.
You
It was
made it sound so good. You're on e-news, and I was like, for
You
what?
were on E-News. I was looking for stories, and it was just like it was how celebrities are relatable, and it was celebrities who dress up as other celebrities. And you and Moses, randomly as Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce
Oh, from last year?
were the
Okay.
thumbnail. They were the #1 celebrity dressed as celebrity.
Wait, really? On e-news?
Yeah, on E-News.
I love that we're as celebrities dressed as celebrities. That's so cool. That is actually kind of a slay, actually. That's wild. Celebrities dressed as celebrities. Me and Moses.
And it was like, see, even celebrities dress as celebrities.
I love that so much. That's kind of, I didn't see it. I really do Google my name as far as like news, because I always go to the news tab just to see if there's like an article about me. And I do it like once a week, and I didn't see that. So
Oh, yeah, it's the first thing.
let me
to do.
see.
Yeah.
Oh my
3 hours
gosh.
ago.
We did it last year for your birthday.
That was a good cosplay, too.
It was a
See,
good one.
even famous people enjoy dressing like
That's so
celebrities on
funny.
Halloween.
Even famous people. Oh, that's okay. I see. Or no, it's just a
Let
picture.
me see. No, I'm trying to see because before you open the article, it's our picture.
Oh, I see. Oh, like the little thumbnail.
Yeah, it was a
like, yeah.
thumbnail.
Oh, that's cool. All right. Well, that's good enough. I'll look at it later.
But they're like top stories.
Wow. Oh my God. Wow. That's the draw for people. They're like, they'll click on it. That's so cool. I know every year, because Moses' birthday's around Halloween, it's like, and we run out of time to do all the Halloween costumes. I always just like put them in something that I like. I'm like, could probably like dress nice for your birthday. But like last year we did the Travis Kelce on your birthday. This year we did Bridgerton. So I was like, one year
Yeah,
you'll get to pick.
But that's part of the fun of having a birthday on Halloween.
Getting dressed
I
in my
always
costume.
used to celebrate my birthday at a Halloween party.
Yeah. Well, now we celebrated dressing up together.
More fun.
I love it. Yay, that's so cool. That's exciting, actually.
Yeah, it
Hot
was. I was
topic.
like, wow.
That's so funny. Who were the other celebrities dressed as celebrities?
Let me pull up the list and
Okay.
see.
Oh, here. So now, because I couldn't click on it. Now it says. Take, for instance, influencer Trisha Paytas and her husband, Moses Hackman, who paid tribute to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce for Halloween 2023.
That's good.
And I don't know, they describe it, how we're dressed.
Tana and Brooke.
Home is where the heart is, Trisha wrote on Instagram.
Well,
But-
I think that's a Taylor Swift lyric, right? I don't know. I can't remember.
Shaun White and Nino Dobrev.
As
Axl Rose and Slash from Guns N' Roses. Rosalia as Bjork.
Bjork.
Alex Earl as Madonna.
random.
Kendall Jenner as Marilyn Monroe.
Wow, I love that we were above Kendall as Marilyn.
Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly as Pamela Anderson and
Wow,
Tommy
they have like
Lee.
big celebrities on this list. That's wild. That's great. I thought we were competing against like Remy and Hank and
Kourtney Kardashian
Zayn?
and Travis Barker
Wow.
as Sid Vicious and Nancy
Wait, are these in
Spungen.
order?
Yes.
And we're number one. That's
It starts with us, yeah.
we have a fan of Ready News, I think. Thank you. We have an Oscar over there, someone that loves us. Thank you.
Kim
whoever wrote this.
Kardashian as Aaliyah, Selena,
Wow.
Madonna.
And that was so good. That's because we do a lot of cool cosplays. I wouldn't say Travis and Taylor is like our number one. So that's kind
But
of
there was
wild.
something
But
about that one that just, I don't know.
it was niche. Not a
'Cause
lot of people
I
were doing
remember
that.
there was one time that the picture came around and I thought it was the actual picture.
And it was
like, wait,
us.
it's us.
I got to the exact same brand he was wearing. It was like a fancy.
yes. Yeah, you really
so
did nail it.
I did the detail.
And it was a fast turnaround again, too. It was a quick one. That's the trick.
I learned that early in life. I remember entering coloring
I learned that
contests.
early in life. It's so funny. I'm sorry. Continue. But
Like when I was in law school,
No, but I actually did. I remember I used to like submit like coloring like contests, like coloring contests, like at the pharmacy. Like you could color a page, whatever. There was always writing contests that I entered, and I remember entering a ghost story. I remember it so specifically. I was a good writer back in the day. But I would always enter these writing contests, and you get like $500 if you won. It was like a paper, like a local newspaper.
more than Timothy Chalamet
More
lookalike.
than, yeah, so yeah, that was like in the 90s. And I would always write them, and I would always get like like whatever. I would like I never really won or whatever. But if I got them in early, the one time I submitted it within like a day, like I saw the ad in the newspaper and I submitted it within a day. And I don't think I won, but I got featured. I got to be print in the newspaper, and I was the only story. My ghost story made the newspaper, and it was just because like I got it in the quickest. And I was like, always get it in the quick. Same thing with the coloring sheets. If you get it in fast, you're like the first one to hang on the wall. So like always do that quick turnaround. I try my best to do as quick as possible with the cosplays, but I think if I was the one sewing them, like obviously I would sew right away, but people have lives and like they, travel and work and all that stuff like that. So I'm like instantly I want it, but Eddie and Michael, they usually do get a pretty quick turnaround, but it always pays off. Well, I love it. Yes, OF. I'm retiring.
Yeah.
I've retired. I made too much money on it.
That's such a random side note, but since you mentioned him, I forgot. Eddie was at the Olivia Rodrigo thing.
Yeah. Doing what?
I think he's friends because there's a writer for Rolling Stone who I am mutuals with. And he was like, "Oh yeah, Eddie's coming later," but I was leaving, so I didn't get to meet him in IRL. But yeah,
he literally knows everyone. Even at the Katy Perry shoot, everyone's like, "Oh my god, you know Eddie?" Like Playboy too. Everyone's like, "You know Eddie?" Like it's actually kind of wild. I met him with Sugar and Spice when they were here.
Oh
and
yeah,
that's how I knew him. And I just thought he was very quiet. And I just thought, oh, it's like her friend or whatever. And yeah, like everyone kind of knows him. That's wild. He is very much that person that like everyone knows. He does slay. I'm not gonna lie. Like the photographer who did my Playboy shoot was Peggy Shoots Film. I love her so much, and she's like, "Oh, I love Eddie." Like everyone just like loves Eddie, and I was like, he is the best. And he like did all our costumes for this. He was really good. We love you. Eddie's online. So good. He's a big Katy cat. So when I did the video, he was just like, "Oh my god, I love Katy." So cute. Yeah, love Katy Perry too.
Yeah, a good transition into. Oh yeah, you said you're retiring.
I've retired.
Oh yeah, you've retired, and Corinna
copying me. Always. She had to get to OAF and make money like me. We both just made too much money. It was just too easy, and now we're leaving. Corinna be out of the headlines this week. She's always in the headlines.
She's a little messy boots, but
she's a little messy boots.
Yeah. Well, she tweeted "no more link in bio" cryptically on Twitter, which made everyone think that she was going to be retiring, but then the update that I just saw is that she actually retracted it. She's slowly going to be stepping away.
Love it.
Not a full retirement.
Slow transition.
And she said that she is building a house right now, so she could use the extra $300,000 a month.
Is that what she said?
Yes.
Oh my god. Good marketing to be like, it's like me with my channel, deleting all my videos. Go check them out before they're gone. I actually was going to. I still might delete some, but it is interesting how many people went and go look at those videos. I was like, oh wow. It really wasn't my intention, but I was also like, kind of smart. So when she said this, I kind of thought that. I was like, oh wow. She's like, no more link in bio, and then people go to see, oh, link in bio, let me click it before it deletes,
Yeah, true.
Kind of smart.
Yeah.
After $300K a month, but she made 67. I guess she must have made a lot at the beginning because she made $67 million in 3 years.
Yeah,
so that's more than $300,000 a month.
Yeah, she's made $67 million in 3 years, and
insane.
I guess her lowest earning month, and this was in 2022. Her lowest earning month was $683,000. So maybe she just doesn't post that frequently now.
Right.
I'm assuming, but
that's
yeah,
crazy.
at the height, her lowest was $682,000.
I mean, that's so insane. That's
Yeah.
so insane. I mean,
Her best earning month, she made 2.3 million in June of 2022.
wow.
Oh no, June of 2021.
I would think more. If she made 67 million, I'm surprised it wouldn't have been more. Unless I guess she consistently made that.
Yeah.
It's pretty, wow, that's pretty good. I wonder who's the number one. I mean, her?
I'm sure there's someone that's probably.
I feel like Lana probably makes a lot. Lana the Plug, especially with that video she did with that guy, the first guy she ever did, like, which was like a couple years ago. It was like a big deal. It was like everywhere. It was after she got married too, and it was that guy. I forgot his name.
Oh.
Jason something. Jason Love. Hear me knowing. I think it's Jason Love. But I follow her story. I think she probably is up there. She made a lot of money. I mean, Corinna, 67 million is insane.
It's insane, yeah. And then I read an article that kind of like put it into context of like actors or whatever, and it was like Jennifer Lawrence made 25 million for No Hard Feelings, and then Corinna. But I guess that's one movie versus like 3 years of LF, so
It's more
it's
like
not really comparable.
Call Her Daddy. You know, she made 60 million,
Oh, yeah.
sold the entire enterprise for 60 million.
Right. And she just made it over. It's pretty wild. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Although Call Her Daddy did 120 million, so they're topping now Corinna's.
But also, Corinna doesn't have to split it with anyone either. So
That's true. There's not like production and
Yeah.
crew. Wild. I mean, maybe she'd have someone help her. I'm sure she has someone help her.
I'm sure. I think a lot of them use like the different like. Because someone on Drag Race randomly, I think last year, was like one of the people who worked for a girls OF where like responded to the DMs pretending to beat her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so
like,
it's probably something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a little. Doesn't it sound a little bit scammy? Because you think you're talking.
Oh, for sure, yeah. But it's also like you know the vlog squatters that do it. It's like they all do like the same thing. You want to see me like. I look so good in this emoji. I've never showed this much skin before. Emoji.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, I don't know that what the process is or
They have like
anything.
a company that does it or something.
It must be, yeah, because it's also. I think they all use like the same like message format, so it's easy to tell when it's not them.
Oh,
or
interesting.
I don't know.
I've always done it myself. I just don't like it for that much money. Like, and that's why during quarantine, I mean, every day I'm like typing, doing videos. Like, it was a lot of work. You know, it's like it's a lot. But I just think it feels so inauthentic. And like, it's one thing to send out messages, I guess. You know, if it's like something just like you're sending out the messages anyway, it doesn't matter. But if you're like chatting with somebody, I think that's like a little scammy. Because it's kind of like mean. I don't know. They're paying, and it's a lot of money. Like, you know, I think it was like $20. It's like $20 per message, I think, or something. And then people are chatting with you. So if you're like not chatting with them, I don't know. I think it's like a little bit bad morally, a little bit bad. Because it's like, I don't know, get at least to chat with them. I mean, that's like the very basic you can do. It's not like you're on the phone, you're not in person. Like a chat is, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Doesn't that seem scammy or no? Like,
No,
I
it
think
does.
that's, like,
To me, what I see.
I don't know if Corinna does. Maybe she is answering every message.
I
don't
literally
know.
have no idea.
But
yeah.
probably if they're all saying the same thing, like it's probably a company running it.
Because I have like some like oomfies that have like OF and like they say that they do have like a management that does like their messages.
Oh, they
and
say
stuff,
it?
But
They're like, oh, there's someone that runs this.
yeah, well, that's what they told me. But I think it's pretty normalized because like literally everyone's messages are like the same format or something. But I don't know like how it goes with like DM. Like once you go back and forth with someone, I don't know. I don't have a lot of expertise in the subject.
I had a company for like literally a couple weeks, and I was just like, I don't like it. Like it just felt like it was just like I don't know. Like it makes it easier, but whatever. But I didn't like it, and I felt bad. I was like, I feel bad. These people are like talking to me. I don't know.
I think the biggest scam is like. That I see people complain about a lot is like the vlog squatters. 'Cause I don't think they actually show anything, but then they say in the messages, "You get to see all of me," and then it's like
not you're in your underwear. It's like
and
I
you
hate that.
you buy it, and then you're kind of stuck with it, and then because you don't see it before you buy the content.
I've been victim to that. When I used to like look at a lot of people at OF, I would always like buy it. Mostly girls, I would like buy because they'd be like, I'm showing everything, or like watch me get it on with this person, and it like wasn't that at all. It was like a picture of like them holding their boobs. It's like. That's crazy. That's like an actual lie. It's like one thing to be like, oh, this is my sexiest photo yet, or whatever. But
yeah. To say
kinda...
that you're gonna see something and then it's not. It's like weird false advertising. And then if you complain, I think you get like you lose all access to that account at all. Like you know what I mean? Like you can't see. Like if I complain about one Toddy Smith, like and dispute it, I can't like go back. So it's
Well, that's not morally good. Karmatic like energy is not good. Like I don't know, because that happened to me like at the strip club. I remember like the manager that would run it would like promise these guys something. They spoke in Spanish, so like I truly didn't know, but they would kind of tell me like, we're gonna tell them this. You go in there, and if they touch you, you can like leave. But they were like telling them they could or something. So then you could leave after like 30 seconds, but you get to keep the $600 or whatever. So. I think that's like such bad karmatic energy. And I know because during that time I just had so much bad stuff happen to me and I was getting robbed and everything like that. And I was like, but I was kind of doing it too. So I think it's just like not good energy to scam people. especially that way. I know it seems like it's like not a big deal and oh my God, like whatever, they're at least getting, you know, something like someone flirting with them, but it's not you. It's not what they think. And also, yeah, the thing, don't promise you're going to see something if you're not going to show something. You know what I mean? I don't know. Do whatever you want on OF, but also don't promise. Don't have fake promises. Like, you're going to see me with my hole, you know, and then don't show it. And then it's just like, I don't know. I saw someone do that. Like, ooh, this is my, like, sexiest hole ever. And it was, like, literally their piercing of their thing. I was like,
that is, it's that.
That's fine, I think. I honestly, if you think you're going to see all of me and you just see underwear, then that's a little misleading.
The ear piercing thing is almost camp, but if I paid for it, I'd be pissed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially when you're in the moment.
Like, see my hole, and then it's his ear piercing, I'd be like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's bad. But then you might think it's funny. I guess you have to have a sense of humor.
It depends how much it was.
Yeah.
If it's $30 to laugh, hell no.
Yeah.
You know, I could get that somewhere else.
Yeah,
But
it is a
go
lot.
watch Just Trish and laugh for free.
Exactly. Or Patreon $5 and you get guaranteed laughs. So many laughs. And it's hour-long laughs.
Yeah.
The Scotty Sire ear hole is only a second of a laugh, so.
There was one more OF story, and I'm genuinely so interested because my opinion keeps shifting.
Oh.
So, like, I'm interested for your take. I'm interested for like the comments people take.
Oh, I don't know this
because
one.
I am so like torn about it. There's an influencer named Lily Phillips. She went viral on TikTok and also Twitter because she.
Oh, I did see this. Hate it. Go ahead,
you
you
do?
can finish.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you love.
No, I don't love. I literally go back and forth between like, oh, feminism versus like maybe exploitation. I don't know.
Yeah.
She shared her experience where she was being intimate with 101 men in the span of 14 hours.
You said it so respectfully. The way she says it in her own words is actually wild.
yeah.
I was like, I think it's also the way she says it too. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
She was intimate with 100 men in 24 hours.
Well, yeah, it made. I'm using the the PC terms and everything, but yeah, she was very like unapologetic about it. She showed off. She had these random clips like getting ready for it, and then like in between the men coming in and out of the room, right, where she was showing like the bed, and one guy brought her a rose, the other one like broke the nightstand. The bed is messy. She showed like her lip being bitten.
Oh my God, that was wild because she showed it like the day after and she had like this like thing on her lip and everyone's just like, oh my God, like what happened?
Yeah. So yeah, and like the bed was
she showed the feet
destroyed. Yeah.
Yeah, she showed all the feet of all the men, like their like kicks, like just waiting in line.
And she is pretty unapologetic about it. She said she wants to challenge the societal norms around female sexuality. And she says it wasn't about seeking validation or encouraging others to follow in her footsteps. It was more about her owning her personal choices and embracing her desires without guilt. She said, "I'm just a girl and this is my life."
I think there's like a lot of things wrong with this. There's so many things wrong, but like the thing that's not wrong is if you want to have sex with 100 men, have sex with 100 men. Like nobody, I don't think anyone should care about that. Like that's what you want to do. Like do it. I've definitely done like 8 people one day, just for whatever. You know what I mean? It's definitely do whatever you want to do if that's what you want to do. And like she's like, I'm owning it. I don't think there's like anything wrong with that. I think there's like so many things wrong with this. Like I think first is you put it on TikTok, which is it's like you can be 13 years old on TikTok. So I think that's like so inappropriate to put it out there. And it's like you can make the argument, oh, well, like it's like, Twitter is very like Twitter. Like they have the 18 plus, they have this or whatever like that. So you kind of know that's like an adult's like place to be. 13 on TikTok is like wild because there is so many kids on there. So I think just overall, you don't want a child coming across it. You're not able to label it something as 18 plus on TikTok. Patreon, you can do 18 plus. Twitter will label 18 plus. I don't think Instagram you can. So I think it's like your kids can be scrolling and like not gonna have a choice to see it. So I think that's like really wrong. And then I think also I think more it's because you're like, it's not for anyone else. It's not for validation. It's not for this. But like you are showing it to show something. And it's like, I think it's just giving the wrong message of just like, someone bit my lip. And like, obviously she didn't ask for, like, didn't want that. I think it's just a little bit degrading. And it's not the actual act itself. Have sex with 1,000 men. I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think that's degrading. I think putting it out there and the verbiage she used and, the aftermath where her eyes are red and she's like, I'm so tired, I feel like I got hit by a truck, like all of that, it's it's giving a little like degrading. And I think it's, if it's on her OF and that's what people want to see, fine. But it's like now you're showing it to everybody, TikTok, like you're making a whole thing about it. I think that's like where my issue comes in. What do you think?
I don't know. I went back and forth. At first, it was kind of one of those ones where like every time I saw a quote tweet with a take, I was like, that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so like at first I was like, well, that's kind of that it spoke more to like the 101 men waiting outside than it does about her. And I was like, like it is gross for the men to be, waiting in lines to like sleep with someone. I'm like, that's kind of gross. And then,
but I don't even think that's gross. Like if that's what you get off on, like you just want to be number 100, go be number 100. You want to see her with her sweat and all the stuff on her and stuff. Well, okay, that's your kink, do it. Like I don't even think that's necessarily gross either. I think it's
the promotional.
I think the
aspect,
promotional of it, and they didn't show their faces and like whatever. And I don't, that's what they wanted to do that day. If it's all adults consenting to it,
that's true. I don't know. I am like so. At first, I was like female empowerment, right? But then it's like, she is putting that can't be like good for your body or like emotional mental state either. Like that's just so much like intimacy with like so many people. And then obviously like she said that she was like, she was aching and stuff, but she still like enjoyed it or whatever. But then like her eyes were red and her lip is all bruised.
Yeah, nobody wants someone to bite their lip that hard that it bruises.
Yeah.
There's no, and it's not shit. I love it. This is my favorite thing in the world. Is like someone did it like I didn't know, like whatever. And it's like that. I know for me personally, like the one day I did it with like I think it was like 8 people. I was like literally I just wanted to feel something, and I also was just so wanting to almost like not saying this is her, but I just remember like being like, you know what? If I want to end my life, like, this is the way to do it. You know what I mean? Like, if someone's going to come, like, this is the way I go out or whatever. If someone comes and, like, gets me this way or something like that. Like, I really just wanted to feel something. I kind of wanted to feel, like, be put out of my misery. Like, it was a weird... For me, personally, like, if she loves it, again, like, love it. Go do it. But I think, I don't know. It just promotes, like, a weird message. And then girls will, like, because it is promoting it. You put it out online. If it's just truly for you, you don't need to put it out online, or you put it on your OF or something like that. But if you're putting it on TikTok for so many people to see and the intention of it going viral, it's not just for you. It is some sort of validation or promotion, one of the two. And then girls do it or whatever because it's like, yeah, I want to feel like liberated too. And it's like, and then they do it and then they regret it. She might not regret it, but there might be people who do. I know I regret 8 in a day. You know what I mean? Like I definitely do it. And that's me. I'm very open. I'm very like body positivity, sex positivity, like do whatever, sell whatever, have sex with as many people as you want. But I just think it's also, and maybe the safety, like you said, I think the safety in general is you can do tests, but so many STDs are undetectable. If everyone's consenting and everyone's in agreement, like, hey, we might like, spread something around, fine, I guess. But it is also a little bit wrong to promote maybe that.
And also, I think obviously she showed like a bag of all the
condoms. Yes,
but if her eyes were red from the fluids and stuff, you can still get STIs from that being in your eye. Yeah. So,
or anything mouth or anything like that. Yeah. So I think, like I said, it's wrong for a lot of reasons. It's not because she chose to have sex with 100 men. I think that's like fine. I think it's like, it's kind of like walking it back to like the explanation of it where it's kind of like the lunch ladies where they're very much like, we're doing it to help kids and we don't want to make money. It's like, you obviously wanted the attention
that's a good point.
The viralness of it. And to say it's just for you, it's just like,
no, it's
not. It's like, there's so many other ways you can do it. You can talk about it. You can do whatever, you know what I mean? But it's on a platform where there's kids is weird.
We do have a Lunchly update.
Oh, what a transition.
Logan.
What did he say?
Because we're about to wrap up.
Okay, let's wrap
Logan
up.
finally responded and he said he came with some receipts. So the FDA did not recall Lunchly. Like it's not on their public list. And he found out that the person that put the sign on the fridge is somebody that works there and just was kind of like a troll hater type
Wild.
thing.
Someone at Ralph's.
And he said that basically they're just sold out. That's why they're not in the places that they're looking for. And I think his main point is that basically they're kind of are working on improving it, and that like any other product, some products get damaged while handled. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what he trying to say the reason for the problem. So obviously the product is not strong enough to withstand the transportation of it. So they do need to fix that. But anyway, I think just at least one important thing was the FDA part that was not.
I feel like what I've learned from this episode is that we were worried about MrBeast being like, oh, should never gotten into business with Logan Paul. But I'm thinking Logan Paul should probably have never gotten into business with MrBeast. I think he might be the like most evil of the two. The lesser evil of the two is Logan.
That's honestly true.
I
Yeah.
think so. Like what he does is cringe for sure, but
honestly,
not
yeah.
criminal.
Talking about it, and then like, I think I processed it. Like no shade to Rosanna, but her presentation of like all the like receipts and stuff was a little bit like lighthearted. Like she was still like bubbly and sweet talking about it. She's like, I don't know what any of this means. You know what I mean? Like she's like, what is this? Like because it's all like weird, like art and stuff. That's like dragons effing people and stuff. Like Garfield, corn. It's all kind of weird, So she's like the innocent. Like I don't know what this. So. It was kind of like that through that voice, But then talking with you, I was like, actually, wait, this is really dark.
Yeah, it's bad. I was kind of like, I saw a little bit. I just immediately was like, I don't want to know anymore. Like, I think this should not be something I should know,
Yeah, it is interesting, like how the presentation really makes like a big
the tone of it all.
Yeah, because I didn't even fully process it honestly until like hearing you talking about it. I was like, actually, wait, like. Yeah, it is really, really serious. Maybe we shouldn't be presenting. No shade to horror, because I think she's trying to just spread awareness about it too, and like that is the way that is the most captivating, I guess, because it is getting a lot of views. But
or maybe unaware of the seriousness of it, like the weight of it,
Yeah, because she posted the video and then she did the update after where she said she has submitted everything to the FBI, because I think a lot of people were commenting
like go to the police.
Yes.
Yeah, because so many times you do see like internet drama and everyone's like go to the police, and then you have to be like, oh, I actually did. Well, that's good. I mean, yeah that's a good. She probably led with that in the video. Like this has been reported, but let me tell you. Also, just maybe don't do the video.
Yeah,
I do love her, but maybe that one no.
Yeah.
But
interesting. Yeah.
Anyways, you guys, we don't know anything here. We're just giving opinions. Yeah, we're under the radar, even though we do have a billboard in Times Square.
We do taste the food. That's the only.
And on red carpets.
That's one thing that really happens. We actually taste the food.
Yeah.
Oh
my God. Yeah. Okay. We love the Wicked movie and the flying monkey. Thank you for being here. The gay flying monkey, Apple Store monkey, all of it. We are here for entertainment purposes only. I'm sad to end this one. I really loved my costume and the vibes today. So anyways, we'll see you on Patreon. Patreon.com/JustTrish. You get more of us there. Love you. We gotta find something else to eat because we can't eat these Feastables anymore.
I know.
So we'll figure out there. Love you guys. Bye.